It's me, Terry Schappert, with a brand new season of Hollywood Weapons. We got your emails, letters, smoke signals. We heard the requests to put Hollywood's greatest scenes to the test, and we're gonna do our very best. Except that dude who wants me to ride a nuke like Slim Pickens in Dr. Strangelove. Not cool. Oh, look, Land Ho. The most requested test by all of you was from Quigley Down Under. Tom Selleck, Alan Rickman, great movie. I heard it's one of Tom Selleck's favorites, and it's easy to understand why. After months at sea, I'm definitely ready to see Larry, but I really hope he got the telegram, otherwise, this is gonna be awkward. This episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're putting Quigley Down Under to the test. I told you guys we'd listen to you. Do you love TV and movies as much as I do? Yeah, of course you do. And you sometimes find yourself asking, come on, man, can you really do that? Well, guess what? We're gonna put Hollywood to the test. This is Hollywood Weapons. Quigley Down Under is one heck of a Western starring man's man Tom Selleck. And if you haven't seen the movie, shame on you. In a nutshell, Matthew Quigley is a rambling man, so he answers an ad to shoot dingoes in Australia. Now, when he gets there, the ever-sinister Alan Rickman tells him his real purpose is to shoot Aborigines squatting on his land. As you can imagine, that ain't flying with Matthew Quigley, so see the movie.
It's a good one, that's for sure, Roy.
Where did you come from? Anyway, you guys asked me to test two scenes from the movie. The first one is the famous bucket shot. Alan Rickman puts a bucket way out there, and Quigley nails it. That's actually more of a skill test as opposed to a can you do that test, but I believe in giving the people what they want, so I am gonna give it a shot. See what I did there?
I did. Very funny.
Thank you. The second one is near the end in the big showdown. Quigley has been waiting until dawn, and when these two bad guys line up, blast them with one bullet. Now, I know that the Sharps is a powerful rifle, but he was really far away, so the question to me is, can that round pass through the first guy and shoot the second one, just like in the film? We still got another day's ride to get to Larry, so we ought to get some rest.
Good idea. See you in the morning, Roy.
That chick is nuts. All right, so let's talk this out. Go ahead, just like I told you.
It's time for Roy's Knucklehead Science.
Wow. Okay, so the bucket shot. Don't know how far it is, but I'm sure know-it-all Larry does. All I know, it's a really far shot for a target that size, and all the variables are at play here. Windage, target estimation, no scope, iron sights, and I'm gonna be shooting it standing unsupported. Very challenging, but I'm really curious about the bullet drop. For example, 150 grain soft-nosed .308 Winchester load leaves the muzzle at 2,800 feet per second. So if you got that gun zeroed at 100 yards, that means that at 150 yards, it's gonna drop an inch. At 200 yards, it's gonna drop 4 inches. And at 300 yards, remarkably, it almost drops 14 inches. Man, this outback heat is brutal. And I'm on a wagon with a crazy woman.
Who's that, Roy?
What the heck? Larry! What are you doing out here?
Seriously, man, you called me out here with a telegram of all things. Do you know what texting is all about? I haven't gotten one of these in like 20 years.
Oh, yeah. So you know what I want to test then?
Well, it depends. What are we talking about here? The bucket shot?
And shooting through two guys with one bullet from a long distance.
Well, you know, you did pretty darn good when we tested the good, the bad, and the ugly with the Sharps. Difference here is even though the target is going to be larger, it's going to be a bucket, it's also going to be significantly further out.
I'm game if you are.
You can do it, Roy.
Hey, shh. Ignore her.
Okay, I tell you what, let me go down to the shop, figure out a few variables, and we'll meet down there, okay?
Excellent. I know. I know, but trust me, man, he kind of grows on you after a while.
I like him, Roy.
That's good. Coming up, we're putting your request to the test from Quigley Down Under. I'm back at ISS to talk to Larry about two tests from the film Quigley Down Under, a modern Western classic set in the Australian outback. Great movie. Now, if you're new here, ISS is Independent Studio Services, the biggest prop house in the business. And Larry, well, yeah, let's just say we're like best friends. Larry, my man, I missed you, buddy.
I know I've asked you not to do that.
Yeah. Hey, what's this? Does it look like what I think it is?
Yeah, it's a single shot Sharps, similar to the one that we used on The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Of course, the one you're going to use this time is going to be 4 inches longer. It's going to be the Shiloh Sharps reproduction of the Matthew Quigley model. It's going to be in 45-110. It's a paper patched bullet like this one right here, and it's going to come complete with a vernier sight. Let's talk about this first shot here, the bucket shot.
Let's.
Now, if you watch the movie, the character is riding the horse for 47 seconds on screen. 12 times 47, you do the math, what do you get? 564 yards, okay? So you're using this round right here to shoot a water bucket at 564 yards.
That's a tough shot on any day, but look, man, with your help, I think I have a chance.
Let's go ahead and talk about the second shot. It's a little bit more difficult to calculate. So you have two man-sized targets standing about 5 feet apart, and they're hit with a single projectile. As you well know, in the sniper community, that's now known as?
A Quigley.
A Quigley, exactly.
Doesn't sound too hard.
Well, but the problem is when you look at the film and you see like the delay in the rapport and you figure in the ballistics of this round, it actually works out to an 800-yard shot. Pretty far.
Yeah, shooting this kind of gun at that kind of distance, yeah, that's kind of out of my realm.
Well, luckily for you, I'm having a friend of mine come in to coach you. His name is Dave Gullo.
Is he any good?
I sure hope so. He's this year's champion of the Matthew Quigley Buffalo Rifle Match.
Oh, yes. I can't wait to meet this guy.
Yeah, and while you're at it, why don't you go meet this guy too? He might have a few pointers for you.
Is this for real?
Why do you constantly doubt my abilities?
I don't know what to say.
Well, how about this? Say you won't embarrass me in front of my friend.
Does Larry really think I'm gonna embarrass him? Well, I may be a little nervous to get a second opinion from his good friend. Larry should know by now that I am always the utmost professional. I gotta get a second opinion, if this is even doable, from the only guy that actually really matters. Let's see Tom Selleck. Holy crap, that's Tom Selleck. Hey, Mr. Selleck.
Mr. Selleck, Tom.
How you doing, Tom? Thank you, by the way.
Thanks.
Listen, yeah, I know you're a busy guy, and you have a huge fan base, by the way.
Thank
in the
you.
military and in special forces.
I'm
so
proud.
I was
proud
kind of.
that I do.
And by the way, the mustache.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that's a Green Beret mustache downrange. Downrange, we try to look like Tom Selleck. Let's talk about Quigley Down Under.
Yeah.
This is what I'm here to bother you about because in the show.
I love it. I'm very proud of it.
Well, listen, I want to ask this because I want to ask you as an actor, because it's not explained in the movie. When your character is getting ready to go overseas, I always felt like maybe your character was maybe running from something, or something had happened in his life. Like, why would he go to Australia? Not just to do that. Like,
I never went too far into that.
Didn't need to.
I think he was a decent guy. Obviously, he was a well-respected and had a reputation as a marksman.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, because basically, and we looked into all this, because I've always tried to be accurate with my weapons. In 1874, I think our movie is, he was shooting a prototype cartridge gun.
Well, and Rickman even says an experimental.
Yeah. Well, and we wanted to cover that. We said, how do we do this? And we both decided the rifle should be iconic.
Yeah.
Because we wanted it basically as a symbol, kind of an avenging angel for the Aboriginal people.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And it became kind of legendary for them, and nobody'd seen a rifle in Australia that could shoot like that.
Not like that gun.
I got it.
What?
Yep. This is the real deal. This is #1 gun. We had 3 of them.
Oh,
It might be a little heavy for you.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Holy crap. So this was the gun. Had you done a lot of shooting with these kind of weapons before?
No, I hadn't.
So I'm gonna test the bucket shot, standing offhand. I'm gonna test the 800-yard. Can you get 2 guys with it?
Well, those are the 2 really classic shots in the movie. But those two shots, the hard part of the bucket shot would have been freehand.
Well,
it can be done.
It can be done by good men, and we're gonna do the long shot. It looks probably like 800 yards where you to the Quigley, you took two guys out. So
where he waits for two people to line up.
That was great, man.
Cool.
I'm a sniper. In the sniper world, if you actually get two guys, that's called a Quigley. So
is it?
Yes. You didn't know that?
God, no, I'm honored.
Yes,
yeah.
if you get, listen, man, it's legendary. If
It's a Quigley.
If it's a Quigley, you get two guys with one bullet, it's a Quigley. I promise I'll get back to you and just let you know if I can do it. And you can go, yeah, because I know you can do it. Tom Selleck and Matthew Quigley.
Well, I
can do
did it.
Of course you did.
No tricks.
I know.
No, absolutely no tricks.
So even if I come close, I'll be happy. Thanks for taking the time, man. You're a big guy.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. You don't need it. Wish me luck.
Good luck with the shot, the impossible shot that only I could make.
Thank you, Tom. I'll do my best. Can't promise anything. I'm still flying high from meeting Quigley himself, but I need to settle down here and be ready to put the two shots from this film to the test. How you doing, Larry, you little buckaroo?
If you're talking to me, I'm doing just fine.
Good to hear that. Things are shaping up very well, as usual.
Yeah, I think everything's going good here. You know, Chris and Gino got the target set up and everything. Here comes our rifle.
Larry, good to see you again.
Dave, thank you for coming out.
You bet.
Terry, this is Dave Gullo.
Nice to meet you,
this
Dave.
is Terry.
Nice to meet you. I'm one of your fans. Just one.
I like this dude already.
I hope we're still friends at the end of the day, Dave.
Me too.
He doesn't mean that. I'm really glad you're here. I don't know if Larry told you, I've done, a little bit of shooting, and I need all the help I can get, man.
Well, I'm sure you do fine. I'm here just to give you a few pointers and help you out with the target, that's all.
I'm looking at this gun, and it sure looks exactly like what I saw in Quigley Down Under.
Yes, indeed. It was made by Shiloh Sharps, who made the original rifles for the movie. Wow. It's an exact copy. This one actually is owned by the owner, Kirk Bryan of Shiloh Sharp.
And his initials are right there.
His initials are right there, serial number 1.
It's awesome.
And it's the sights are the same, everything's the same on it.
And also, we get the benefit of using a scope. No such thing here.
No, I mean, you can see it's the same sight that was on the Quigley rifle, vernier tang sight. It'll shoot out past 1,000 yards for sure.
I see a couple triggers here too.
Yep, double set triggers. Rear one sets it, and the front one's just a few ounces, and it goes.
Here's how I look at it, man. I've never shot something like this in this condition, but I feel like shooting is shooting in a way.
It is, but in shooting, 80% of it's up here, between the ears.
That is gospel, and I know that from all my time too. The days when you think too much, which I'm already starting to do, I gotta tell you. But, so I guess, hey man, should we just do it?
Yeah,
Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
do it.
I'm glad you're here, man. The crew has everything in place, and Dave has brought an exact replica of the Shiloh Sharps rifle that was used in the film. Now it's up to me to see if I have the skill to hit this offhand 564-yard bucket shot. I usually say, don't try this at home, but if you have a Sharps rifle at a range, you should definitely try this at home. Good luck. Heavy gun, man. Larry and I are back, and we're getting ready to attempt a really intimidating 564-yard bucket shot, just like Tom Selleck did in Quigley Down Under. This is heavy gun, man.
Okay, obviously that one was just a little bit low, a little bit in front of the target, but let's go ahead and try it again. Okay?
Yeah, that was me, guys. I just pulled it early. I knew it. No. After taking several attempts in the offhand standing position, my confidence is getting a little shaky. Felt pretty good.
Okay, well, this time at least we made it onto paper. This just shows you how difficult the shot that really is. Why don't we give it a shot from the prone position? See if a supported rifle gives us more of an advantage, okay?
Being able to support the gun with shooting sticks will allow me to steady this long, heavy gun. And hopefully, this will help me be as good as Matthew Quigley was in the movie. No?
Go ahead and clear. Okay, Terry, let's give it one more shot here.
All right, man.
Hit it!
Oh, yeah.
Finally, man.
Okay, so you hit that bucket right about 11 o'clock on the bucket. So you're just slightly left of center line in the upper left quadrant.
Finally, guys.
Good shot.
Unbelievable. Even though I couldn't dial in my shot in the offhand standing position, I was able to hit the bucket in the prone position from 564 yards. Of course, we're not done yet. Larry and the crew have set up for our final test, 800-yard shot, killing 2 guys with 1 bullet, or as we call it, a Quigley. Hey, Larry, what's up?
I got some good news and I got some bad news.
Terry Schappert's rule is always lead with the good news.
Okay, the good news is, first shot, 564 yards, you actually hit the bucket.
Finally.
Very challenging shot. Bad news is, second shot,
Yeah.
800 yards away this time.
All the time. That's pretty long.
It's a torso. It's a little bit of a taller target than the bucket was,
Yeah.
but we're several hundred yards downrange. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Of course, there's a little bit more wind now.
Yeah, wind's picking up. So Dave and I are going to have to sort of dirt dive on what kind of windage we want to put on it.
Well, Dave will.
Yeah, yeah, he's going to do it.
So,
I need all the help I can get. Should we do it?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
It's doable.
I pull that right.
Oh, okay.
Better?
That's much better. You're off the right side.
Yeah, still to the right, but you were way closer.
Okay, so let's do the windage
Okay.
and actually on the elevation. Actually, how you
Okay.
can do it.
So loosen this up, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I think you can do it.
All right, bud.
Just a little high again.
Just 12 o'clock, just barely over it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that. I mean,
Yeah,
if it went right
that
over
was
it,
an excellent shot.
I could try this all day. We'll run out of daylight. I think we have to have a pro. I got close. Close isn't good enough. With daylight fading, I'm going to give this year's champion of the Quigley Buffalo match a chance. And hopefully we'll see if you can kill 2 guys with one 45-110 paper patch bullet.
Unbelievable.
Dude, you are awesome.
There's a reason that he's the champion.
Well, it looks like Dave Gullo showed why he is this year's champion by hitting the 800-yard shot. But wait, yours truly has a little surprise to show you. Oh, wait a minute.
A little bit of a surprise here, right? We've actually got 2 hits. This is definitely Dave.
That was Dave's, I saw that. Yeah.
But this one must have been one of your earlier ones that we just weren't able to call.
It had to be the one that we said was just over the top.
Inches away, just over the top, yeah. And you can see they actually impacted through, went through and hit the second target as well.
So check this out, guys. So they both went out. So just like we saw in the movie, this is legit. Those rounds hit the first guy. That round hit the first guy, penetrated him, and killed both of them.
And the only reason that's keyhole is because I hit it low on the target and it hit the table.
And it bounced.
And
And
it
it tumbled.
bounced. Yet it still penetrated all the way through.
Well, I think we've proven that the spirit of the American rifleman is alive and well, both in civilian marksmen and military marksmen.
Well, it's also alive and well in Matthew Quigley and guys like Dave Gullo. You're a pro. I owe it all to you, man. I'm
Outstanding
serious.
shot.
Couldn't have done this without you. Quigley down under. Huge thank you to the great Tom Selleck, the very skilled and patient Dave Gullo, and of course Larry and the team for making this whole thing enlightening, fun, and eminently safe. What did we learn today? Well, we learned that both of those shots in the movie are definitely possible, especially with someone with greater skill than me. I wasn't able to make that standing offhand shot of the bucket the way I wanted to, but I did get in a lucky 800-yard shot, and Dave and I both took out the bad guys at the same time, and it happened exactly like in the movie.
I knew you could do it.
So, if you're watching a TV show or movie and you're thinking to yourself, can you really do that? Reach out to us at outdoorchannel.com/HollywoodWeapons, and you know now, we may put it to the test.
Let's go home, Terry.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Cora. I am quite lucky. It's true. By day, I'm your favorite Special Forces veteran, but by night, I'm an international man of mystery. Goldfinger is out there trying to wreak havoc, but fear not. I will save the world at the last second without even putting a wrinkle in my jacket. Because in this episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're gonna test
the Green Hornet.
Dude, you see how I'm dressed.
See?
And you do see what I'm driving.
See?
Yeah, that's because we're testing James Bond, not the Green Hornet. I told you this 100 times.
Nunca hacemos lo que yo quiero. Siempre, siempre es lo que tú quieres. Siempre Terry, Terry, Terry.
As I was saying, this episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're testing James Bond. Yeah, he should be all right. Do you love TV and movies as much as I do? Yeah, of course you do. And you sometimes find yourself asking, come on, man, can you really do that? Well, guess what? We're gonna put Hollywood to the test. This is Hollywood Weapons. Bond. James Bond. No, it's just me. All right, we're testing 007. You're welcome. I grew up with James Bond, and I love all those films, and there's definitely lots of gadgets and gizmos we could test, but most of them are a little far-fetched. Vodka martini, shaken, not stirred, 3 olives. However, there is one test that I do think is Hollywood Weapons worthy. In 1964's Goldfinger, Q gives 007 an Aston Martin DB5. Nothing screams 60s, sexy British car louder than that. Perfect. Follow me. Iconic car for an iconic film series. This was every guy's fantasy. Think about it. It is a cool sports car with sexy lines, and you add the Bond gadgets. Spraying oil slick, the bulletproof shield that pops up in the back, and the ejector seat, which really works well. But what I'm wondering about is this. The front-mounted machine guns. Oh, behave. Will they really be able to work with any kind of effectiveness? That's right, your favorite segment is back. Say it.
Terry's 007 Knucklehead Science.
So, James Bond had the slickest car ever. Equipped with these twin Vickers 303 caliber machine guns, very nice. 2 things at play here. Stability of the vehicle while firing and accuracy. Now, I doubt this is gonna be as easy as 007 makes it seem. As you know, there are lots of shows which use vehicle-mounted machine guns. I'm thinking, I don't know, like Green Hornet?
Black Beauty was equipped with 2 Browning 1919 30 caliber machine guns. Similar round than the British 303, right?
Gracias.
De nada.
However, the question is the same for either vehicle. Thank you, Cato. You may leave. Haven't seen Larry in a week. Think it's time to go bug him. Really, dude, Cato. Trying to do a show here. We're putting James Bond to the test. 2 machine guns mounted on a car. How accurate can that be? Could you actually hit your target while driving and firing those guns? Well, We're here at ISS, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. Let's go inside.
Terry Schappert in a tuxedo. Now I have seen everything.
Mr. Zanoff,
Mr. Schappert,
did you miss me?
you know I'd love to say that I did.
You kind of just did. I hope you're willing and able to do another test.
Be honest, do I have a choice?
Yeah, no, but I really want you to feel like you have to. It's Bond. It's gonna be fun. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it could be. It depends on what gadget you're trying to test.
I want to test the feasibility of 2 machine guns mounted on the front of a car to see if it's possible to actually hit anything.
Yeah, it's not as easy as one might think. The converging lanes of fire is actually the real key to the success of that kind of test.
I agree, and so for the benefit of the audience and maybe Terry Schappert, could you explain it to us?
Sure, why don't you head to the back room? I'll grab a couple of visual aids and I'll be right there.
Delightful. This is my favorite room here. You know, I think Larry was really excited to see me. I know it doesn't look like that to you, but I know. Yeah, great, Larry, that's awesome. But we don't have a lot of time, maybe after the test.
Yeah, right. Anyway, obviously we've got the 1919 machine guns. We're going to use the American 30-06 version. Ian Fleming, of course, imagined them coming out of a Spitfire, so they would have been the British 303 version.
I had a model of this plane hanging from my ceiling as a little boy.
Didn't we all, right?
Legendary.
But here, like you can see on this model, in the real plane, the guns were mounted in the wings,
Yep.
right? And it was a 37-foot wingspan, and the guns were 18 feet apart, which means that if you had the guns pointing straight forward like that...
That means you're gonna have a really hard time hitting anything directly in front of you.
Exactly. You could actually have a man-sized target sitting right in between the gunfire, and you would miss it, right? However, if we converge on a single point, we can get what we call weapons harmonization, right? And you can see that after a certain distance, the bullets would start to diverge again. So you really have a very narrow window of where you can hit your target.
This is why I prefer to use one gun at a time.
Yeah, you know, the British, of course, struggled with this. They actually started out at 1,200 feet, and they actually had to retreat back to 750 feet to be effective.
That is a good-looking man. All right, so the point here is we've got to figure out this, harmonic convergence, the best point for our vehicle.
Yeah, so I can figure out the convergence for the car. That's not a problem. We'll design something to mount the guns on it. I think we should bring in Andre, effects guy extraordinaire to fabricate the thing, and
He's the best.
It should be good.
He's the best, I'll call him.
You know, by the way, that Bond wasn't the only guy to mount machine guns on a car.
Yeah, Green Hornet.
Well, actually, I was thinking Batman, but Green Hornet would work just as well.
Whatever. The Bond car was the best.
Whatever.
You want to see?
See what?
Follow me, Zanoff.
Look at that. It's beautiful. Where in the world did you get that? A real DB5?
I borrowed it.
Come on now. Fun's over. Hand it over. Fancy a drink at my place?
Man, that guy really wins every time. Call me a cab, mate. Larry and I are testing to see how accurate James Bond's Aston Martin could have been with 2 machine guns mounted to the front. I'm heading off to see Andre, a special effects master, to help me mount these guns to a car. Andre! Anybody home?
Hey, Terry, come on in.
What's going on here? You've got a lot going.
I'm very busy. What can I help you with?
First of all, I know you're very busy. I want to take 2 machine guns, mount them on a car just like in James Bond, and I want to see what I can hit.
Awesome. I'm in. What kind of guns you thinking of?
2 Browning 1919 30 cals.
One on each side of the car?
Yeah, man, just like in the movie. This is Hollywood weapons.
All right. You know, it's a big deal. We like to deal with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We got the weight of the guns, and the balancing's gonna be critical.
Got it.
You know,
I know.
we have the whole convergence pattern situation we have to deal with.
We're on that too.
You know,
we can work that.
Okay, that sounds great, man. I'm gonna need that car ASAP.
Funny you should say that because I've already got one outside.
You
Want to
do?
see it?
I do. I like your style.
That's what I'm here for, buddy. That's why we're friends.
Perfect. Where'd you get this?
From a friend, a really lovable but occasionally annoying friend.
You know what? I think to make it simple, we're gonna mount them on top instead of trying to mount them under the fenders.
Totally cool.
Okay? Because in reality, you know, those guns wouldn't fit in that tiny Aston Martin vehicle.
Yeah, right.
You know? And, you know, besides, there's other shows where the guns are mounted on top, like the Green Hornet. You seen it?
I know it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you want to fire the guns from?
Ideally, I'd love to be able to do it from inside, you know, the cockpit of the car while I'm driving.
Okay. Let me work on that. I'll have Mark get on this, and do you want to give him a hand and do some welding and grinding and rigging and all the things we do? Yeah.
Heck yeah, I would.
We need help.
Well, I'll try.
All right.
I can't promise I'm good.
That's okay. I'm not either.
As Larry finishes figuring out the convergence pattern, I help the guys build the gun mounts and prep the Range Rover for the test. I think I'm helping.
I'm gonna go to some air.
Hey, guys.
Larry.
Hey, Larry, what's up?
Hey,
How's it
man, what are
going?
you doing here?
Well, Andre and I have been blocking everything out so far with replicas, but I think we're at that point where we need to have a real machine gun. And it's not like I'm leaving a real federally controlled firearm with this Yahoo, so I had to bring one down myself.
Yahoos. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I also figured out your converging lanes of fire and everything,
Excellent.
so I think we're good to go on that right now.
Well, guys, I'm excited. I have you both here, so I gotta ask, when can we do this thing live?
Well, we're still working on a way to fire the guns from inside the vehicle.
You're still going with pneumatic?
Absolutely, but I think we're gonna have it by tomorrow.
I don't care if you're Dr. No, Ernst Blofeld, Scaramanga, or any other Bond villain. Tomorrow at the range, Her Majesty's Secret Service, we're gonna be ready for you. Let me see, let me get in there, man. It's test day, and we're here to see how accurate you can be with two machine guns mounted to the front of a vehicle, just like James Bond had in Goldfinger. Well then, this looks like 00 trouble.
You do know that tuxedo's gonna get dirty, right?
James Bond's didn't.
Yeah, but me and Andre have been talking earlier, and we both agreed you're not James Bond.
Yeah, thanks, Larry. This looks great, man. How do you feel about this? This is killer.
You know, Terry, we feel really good about this. We have the gun mounted on this bracket here to the hood. We have our nitrogen lines run for the trigger unit. We have our electrical lines for our solenoid, which is going to activate the trigger. And we're ready to go. You know, we've been very busy on this, Mark and I, and we're ready to put this to the test.
You boys are good. Larry, I do see some targets out there.
We do have a few surprise targets for you downrange there, but that's for a little bit later. Let's look inside the car first, okay?
Yeah, I want to show you something inside. So, Terry, what you have right there is the button, okay? That's going to actuate the gun. So when you press that button, make sure you go all the way down.
Okay.
And
good positive contact.
Absolutely. Yeah. When you do, those guns are firing. They're blasting away on you.
This is great.
Now, I'm going to assume that you know how to drive, so I'm going to skip that part right there. We're going to go straight to the guns. Mark and Andre have done a great job of mounting these guns up top there on the hood. We're going to have 200 rounds out there, 100 rounds in each gun for you. That's going to work out to 40 rounds per target.
Okay.
You've got your triggering button there. So I think we're pretty close to being ready to go.
This is amazing. Should we probably test this before we actually go live?
Well, it's not really a test, but there is one more step. We talked about convergence and everything. We still have to harmonize the guns, as it were. So we're going to roll this down range into one of the bays. We're going to set our distance. We'll do a test fire real quick, and then we'll be ready to roll.
Okay.
It'll be great.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Larry and I start aligning the weapons to converge on our target. And after several test shots, we have our distance and angle for the guns. Hopefully I can keep my cool under pressure, just like 007 did on a regular basis. That's not bad.
You can see two distinct groups, one from each gun.
Yep.
But if you look at the number of cubes that we've got going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10, because we split the line.
Right.
You got maybe 10 to 12 inches there. That's way less than the width of a human body.
Yep.
So both guns at this distance would hit a single person standing there.
I think the challenge also for me as the driver is because I am offset from center line.
I think what it is right now, since we know where the bullets are going, you need to sit in the car and get a good idea of what that sight picture, because that's basically the windshield has become your sight picture.
All right, that's what I was trying.
And you just need to get what that looks like for hitting center and marry that up.
That's what I was, before I shot, I was just taking some marks. Hood, edge of the machine gun. Okay.
We call that cheating, but yeah, you should do that.
No, that's called training with your weapon of choice, Larry.
Bonds didn't do that.
Yes, he did. Of course he did. All right, Larry, what do we got?
Okay, pay attention here, 00. Our Brook intelligence drone has identified 5 active enemy targets on the way to the objective. We have an armored vehicle on patrol over here. We have the mysterious man in black up there. We have the evil albino right there on the side of the berm, and the horrible Chevy over on the berm there. And somewhere out there is Oddjob, who has kidnapped Her Royal Highness. We need to get out there and save her without hitting the no-shoot targets, which are the ice cream truck, the Model T, and of course, Her Royal Majesty. Now, the car that we've provided for you this time, 00, is the standard issue Land Rover with our 1919 30-06 caliber machine guns. So let's go and save the Queen, but please bring the car back in one piece.
I got it. Do you expect me to hit all these targets?
Of course not. I expect you to miss them all, Mr. Bond.
That's a pretty good goal figure, dude.
Thank you. I've been working on that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fire. Fire. And fire. Here we go. And okay. Fire. Go get the Queen. Go get the Queen.
Your Majesty, I apologize. Gotta go. I promise this will be fast, ma'am. We'll have you out of here in a minute.
You got the Queen?
We have her. We have the precious cargo.
Well, why don't we go past the targets and see what we did?
Okay.
He's just stitched, man. Look at that.
Right in the center, low left kidneys.
Yeah.
No headshot, but he's done.
He's
right
done.
down the middle. See ya, Oddjob. How dare you? Don't mess with the UK.
Weapons are clear. So we got right across the engine block again. So again, left-hand side equipment. We've got.
We hit the gun too. We got a few here and a bunch of the tread
guns
over there.
Yeah, that was probably actually a shot right down the barrel, right there. So you know, a typical Bond shot, you know. But definitely that's a disabled tank.
Dude,
good job.
That was actually one of the best times I've ever had. You're the man. I'm gonna finish up?
Yeah, hey, hang on a second. Mission isn't over yet.
Yeah, it is, dude. We saved the Queen.
Well, yeah, we saved the Queen and we got Oddjob, but Goldfinger is still out there.
You minx. Let's find him.
Let's do it. Roll up. Pull up. There we go. look at that. So, what do you think of that little surprise there at the end, by the way?
Yes, he's certainly well done.
Oh, you're on fire today, 00, aren't you?
I do what I can, Larry, so are you. Nicely done, man.
Good shooting.
Mission accomplished.
I think that's definitely a mission accomplished.
Well,
yeah.
that's what you get when you mess with the Queen and James Bond. Well, there you have it. 007 put to the test, and more importantly, Her Majesty the Queen safe and sound. Huge thank you to Andre Ellingson and Mark Stanton for putting together this Bond machine. And of course, Larry and the team for making it fun and safe. What did we learn today? Well, this is doable. The challenge is to get this convergence point on these machine guns, and today we were wildly successful, which makes sense because Bond, James Bond, is always successful. I also need to mention the sad passing of Sir Roger Moore recently. I foresaw him in Live and Let Die with my mom and my little brother, and I will never forget how great he was. Handsome, unflappable, and cheeky as heck. He's a member of an elite fraternity of actors that have been given the honor of bringing one of the most iconic screen characters to life, and he's gonna be missed. So, if you're watching a TV show or a movie and you think to yourself, can you really do that? Reach out to us at outdoorchannel.com/HollywoodWeapons, and maybe, just maybe, we'll put it to the test. Oh yeah, Larry, by the way, my tux didn't get dirty at all. Oh, hey, I only got a minute. I've been tracking this fugitive for a couple weeks, and I do believe I know where he's holed up. Elmore Leonard wrote some great books that turned into great movies. Get Shorty, Out of Sight, Rum Punch, which became Jackie Brown, are a few of them, and all of those have memorable characters. But to me, Elmore Leonard mastered the short story. And one of those, Fire in the Hole, created one of my favorite characters of all time. U.S. Deputy Marshal Raylan Givens, played perfectly by Timothy Oliphant. Now in the show, Raylan, much to his chagrin, is reassigned to his hometown of Harlan, Kentucky. Now if you haven't seen the show, get on it. But let's just say that Raylan's got a talent for finding trouble. Just like my little buddy here. Looks like we got a runner. This episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're testing Justified. Do you love TV and movies as much as I do? Yeah, of course you do. And you sometimes find yourself asking, come on, man, can you really do that? Well, guess what? We're gonna put Hollywood to the test. This is Hollywood Weapons. Please don't act surprised. So what's the best thing about any TV show or movie? Is it the story? Or is the way those characters navigate that story? Yeah, it's that. And Justified is a perfect example. Elmore Leonard was a master of character development.
I have laundry to do.
Yeah, you probably should have thought of that before you jumped bail. Get in. And Raylan Givens is one of the best. Behind that cool exterior, there's a whole lot going on. To me, he's kind of like a modern-day cowboy. And just like those guys, he's pretty good with a gun.
I have 2 lots of white.
And he's smart, real smart. He's almost always 2 steps ahead of the bad guy. So the other night, I was watching Justified, and there was a scene in there that made me think, can you really do that? Raylan's been drugged and put in a bathtub. A dead body is thrown on top of him. And just before the assassin finishes him off, he's able to get to his service weapon and shoots through the body and hit that assailant with a fatal shot. Can you really do that?
Who cares?
I do. They do. Who asked you?
You did just now.
No, that was me thinking out loud, sort of a rhetorical question.
Oh.
Let's take a minute to talk about this in a segment I like to call
Terry's Knucklehead Science.
Now, body mass is a very dense thing. Would that round have enough velocity in it to be lethal to the assassin just like it was in the show?
I doubt it.
Again, rhetorical.
Damn it, Raylan.
That's the wrong guy.
Get your ass back to the office.
And don't shoot anybody on the way.
I guess it's time for me to go see Larry. Get out.
No ejectors then? Nothing?
We're testing a scene from Justified to see if you can shoot through a dead body in a bathtub and take out a bad guy that's 10 feet away. But first, I gotta go track down Larry. What do you say, Zanoff?
Let me guess. Cowboy hat, black town car, marshal's badge. Would I be justified in assuming that you're pretending to be Raylan Givens?
You're pretty good for an old guy.
Old guy? You do realize these are guns I have here, right, Terry?
Oh, I know that, but Raylan Givens, he's one of the best.
Yeah, well, you ain't him. What is it you're trying to test this time?
All right, he shoots through a dead body on top of him in a bathtub, kills another bad guy 10 feet away.
That's actually not what I was expecting.
You got something else in mind?
Well, I think it's in season 4. He actually shoots at a steering wheel of a car, and the bullet causes the airbag to deploy. And I've always wondered whether that was doable or not.
I'm still on season 3, so let's test both of them.
I really gotta start learning to keep my mouth shut.
Can I tell you something? It is really not an easy thing to do, believe me. What else do you need?
Well, obviously, we're gonna need you laying inside of a bathtub. We're gonna need some kind of ballistic gel torso to lay on top of you, and we'll need the Glock that he uses.
Don't tell me. ISS were the armorers for that show.
Of course we were.
Of course they were. What do you need for your test?
That's an easy one. We just need a vehicle with functioning airbag.
I reckon I know where to get one of those.
Now, here's the deal. When we do the test, the torso actually needs to have some kind of bone structure in it. Otherwise, it's not really an authentic test. So we need to build something that has some kind of material or bones inside.
No, I agree. Where'd we get one of those?
I think Chris Mills did a real good job on the Rambo episode,
Oh, yes.
so I think he probably has everything we need.
Perfect, so I'll be paying him a visit.
Yeah, and while you're there, have him make an extra one for us, okay?
Look at you being all prepared.
Somebody's got to be the adult in the room, Terry. So let me look at the film clip and everything. I'll figure out what the safety protocols are. Obviously, discharging the firearm that close to you is not something we can do willy-nilly. We'll figure it out, and I'll let you know where we go from there.
No. I'm always cool with the idea of not getting shot.
Yeah, not getting shot is the best.
I'll link up with Chris, and then I'll see you later.
Don't threaten me like that.
I'm here to see Chris Mills, a special effects guru, and a guy I hope can make what I need for this test in a very short time.
Hi, come in.
Chris.
Hey.
Hey, it's Terry, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for taking my call on such short notice. And I also have been dying to meet you because last season you crushed it for us. We did the Rambo episode with the gel and the skull model with the arrow. It was freaking amazing. And what are you doing in here, man? Show me.
So last night I actually poured up a head very similar to the one that I made for you guys the other night.
Cool.
So
Let me
let's
see
open it up and see how it came out.
All right, yep.
So we got this nice, it's a little soft right now, a nice gelatin head.
That is the twin brother of the bad guy. And I got lucky, man. I shot him right where he was supposed to go. You filled this with blood, so in real wounding fashion, it was dripping out of his nose while I was talking.
Nice.
It was so gross and gruesome. Okay, here's what we're doing for the next test.
Okay.
We're testing Justified, and there's a really great scene where Raylan Givens is on his back in a bathtub. Dead guy on top of him, right on top.
Wow.
Yeah, and he shoots through him. Bullet penetrates about 10 feet, goes into the and kills the guy away. So I need to see, is that doable? Do you think you can do that?
Yeah, definitely. We can make a torso.
And what the torso, not just this, we need this, the organs, but I'm gonna need the spinal column and the ribs. Doable?
Oh, yeah.
In typical Schappert fashion, I have planned badly, and I need this darn thing as soon as you possibly can. When do you think you can have it for me by?
Well, generally when someone puts an order in, I have a couple days where I have to get the supplies.
is it possible to do it in a day?
In a day.
I know, man. I know. I'm leaning on you hard.
Well, you guys lucked out because I already have the molds empty. I don't have anything in production right now, and torso molds, and I have the bones in stock, so I'm able to put something together. So
Okay.
I'll pour it up tonight and it'll be ready for you guys tomorrow.
You just saved me, but don't tell Larry that you saved me.
Hold on.
All right, so guys, this is coming together. Larry's doing what Larry does. I've got the expert Chris working on the torso. I just need a car, and I do know where to get one of those. So, hey. Oh, I'm glad you called, bro. I thought you were ducking me. Can you be there now? I'm on my way. Don't think about leaving, because I'm about to go meet Raylan Givens' boss. Everything's coming together for the tests. The ballistic torsos are being prepped, and Larry's off doing his thing. I think I better go see Raylan's boss, Nick Searcy.
Not on that page. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Nick Searcy.
Oh, hey, Terry. Thanks for coming to acting school.
I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, I was just doing a little script analysis here.
Oh, I'm quite familiar with it. No good? Get rid of it.
Well, I just go through the script. The first thing I do is go through the script and see what pages I'm not on, and I get rid of those.
And I think any dialogue, I don't know, speaking as a trained professional, I would think anything that doesn't make me look good or sexy has got to go, or rewritten.
Well, dialogue in a script, I look at as a suggestion and not like, a command.
Okay, let's cut to the chase. First of all, thanks.
Oh, my pleasure.
I appreciate it, man.
Great to be
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Huge fan. I really am. You're one of those guys that's been. I'm old. We're about the same age. Mm-hmm. And you've been around for a while, and you've been kicking this for a while, right?
Yeah. No day job for about 27 years. That's about as good as you can hope for.
So there's a lot of things I want to talk to you about, just for my interest, but a couple things I saw in Justified which were interesting. The first one was in an episode where Raylan Givens, Timothy's character, shoots an airbag very up close.
Right.
And inflates it, and it basically takes down the bad guy. That's a quick one.
Right.
We're gonna see about that. The other one's gonna be where Raylan's in the bathtub. He's having a hard time. He's got the dead body on him, and he shoots through it and kills the bad guy.
Right.
So let me ask you this, just, a guess. The airbag test with the gun. What do you think?
That seems ridiculous to me. It seems like it would destroy the mechanism when he shot.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So we're gonna see if that one goes. You and I are the same mind. And what do you think about the 9mm? It's a 9mm round.
Well, the 9mm sort of standard issue Marshall gun.
Yeah.
That's what we all carried.
So do you think it will go?
I tend to find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we were shooting it, I thought, that's really clever, and that's a great idea.
Cool idea.
But I don't know about this, unless maybe it's a really thin person and you shoot, like, where there's no bones.
Any bone? Yeah, well, that's the thing.
You gotta shoot right through the flesh,
Listen, I don't want to take up your time, because I know you've got an acting class coming in.
It's true.
So good to see you, man. Nick Searcy. Even cooler than I thought he would be. Larry's on my back to get the car for this test, so it should do nicely. Come on, man. I still got it.
Ay, otra vez me la hizo. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué yo? Porque siempre mi carro.
Hey, Larry.
This is the car we're going to use?
Yep.
I don't even want to know where you got it from.
Well, that's a good call.
Anyway, we reviewed the scene. Obviously, we're going to have our vehicle, Raylan, standing 2 to 3 feet away from the door, shooting through the window at the airbag. And of course, you'll be using one of the many 9mm Glocks that we have provided to the show.
Have I ever remarked on the fanciful attention to detail you have?
No. I think I would have remembered that.
So what's next?
Well, let's get the vehicle prepped for the test and get on our way.
You got it.
Okay, well, obviously we have the vehicle all prepped here. We got a dummy.
Don't.
In the driver's seat, Terry. We have a protective barrier here for you with a hole cut in it so you can have a clear shot at the airbag. Now, you do realize, of course, that once you fire at the airbag, it will no longer be functional. So it's not going to be a safe car to drive.
Yeah, I don't believe my friend's gonna care.
Okay. Well, if you remember in the scene, Raylan is trying to apprehend an armed fugitive. He doesn't really want to shoot the guy, so he fires at the steering wheel, deploying the airbag, thus disabling the bad guy.
That was a really good recap, Larry.
Oh, thank you, Terry. Let's get in position.
Safety is always a priority here in Hollywood Weapons. As you can see, the crew's put up these barriers to protect Larry and I and the rest of us. But I'm still go ahead and tell you, don't try this at home.
1 round. Let's see what happens.
Here we are at the range testing 2 scenes from the show Justified. The first is whether or not shooting an airbag will actually cause it to deploy.
1 round. Let's see what happens.
All right, I'm up. Well, all right.
Didn't go up.
First time I got to shoot at a steering wheel from like this, so all right.
Okay, so there's 12 rounds. Let's give it a shot. Keep on shooting till we're empty, see if that helps.
Merry Christmas, Larry. Couldn't deploy an airbag with several shots from a 9mm. But now the crew's setting up the second test. Can I take out a bad guy by shooting through a dead body while laying in a bathtub? All right, bro. On to the next test.
Next test. Okay, so we reviewed the scene, and just like you said, Raylan's laying in a bathtub, right? He's actually got a dead body laying across him in the bathtub. He gets a hold of a handgun, shoots through the dead body, and makes a kill shot on another bad guy who's sneaking up on him.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, he's Raylan, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty cool. Did you get the torsos?
I did.
Good.
Chris, awesome guy.
He is
great gig,
isn't he?
and he's bringing them in personally.
Oh,
Come
and there
on,
he
big
is right
dude.
there.
Hey.
Look at that. Okay, let's get this guy in position.
Chris and the crew get the torsos in place as I climb into the bathtub. I really hope Larry brought the scented candles in the loofah.
Okay, so you can see what we've got here. We've got some ballistic protection for you on a platform. We've got the gel dummy there that Chris made for us. It's absolutely beautiful. We've cut a hole through the plexi for you so you can insert the gun there, and there's your bad guy. We even cut the bathtub in half so we can kind of see what's going on. We in position? You good to go?
Yeah, no candles?
No candles.
I'm ready.
Okay, so go ahead and charge 1 round in. Weapons hot, and fire at will. Weapons clear.
Oh, how did I do, man?
You know, I think you actually hit. So let's go up close and take a look.
Okay. Not my normal way of engaging targets from
Yeah, no, the bathtub drill.
Well, there's the hole that Chris uses for the mold.
Yeah, that's part of the mold, but actually, if you look right here, which is where I thought you hit.
I see it.
That's an expanded 9mm hit, but you see there's no penetration.
Yep, nope. So well, let's.
I mean, if we gotta look here.
Oh yeah. Look.
And you can see a big wound channel.
Yep.
And it probably expanded in that gel torso. Still flew true.
And may thump her.
But that's not a kill shot.
Well, I'm not happy with that, because she's the villain and Raylan is the hero, so we gotta fix this.
Yeah, he's laying in a bathtub, kind of exposed, and the bad person's still coming to get him. So we gotta do something. Well, really the only thing we can do is try a different type of ammunition.
Okay.
Right, these were hollow points, which is what a police officer would use.
Exactly.
But let's load it up with, say, 115 grain full metal jacket and see what that does.
Okay.
Go ahead and load a round and fire at will. definitely no penetration.
It might not even got through there.
I don't think that it did.
It's going through some heavy stuff, man. There's look.
And there it is. Yeah, look
Went
at that.
right to where the axillary artery is.
It's actually inverted too. So it hit bone or organs or something, and the bullet actually tumbled through, and it dumped all of its energy in this torso right here.
Well, the point is, shooting 2 people with 1 pistol.
Yeah, I
Pretty
mean,
tough.
a pistol round, it's hard for the bullet to penetrate 2 complete torsos between organs and blood vessels, and you've got bones, of course.
Of course.
It's not an easy thing, regardless of the type of ammunition we use.
Well, I was just gonna say too, a couple things this shows. All ammo is different, has different effects,
Yep.
and the minute you start shooting live things, those variables just come into play. I mean, the minute the bullet leaves the muzzle, it's affected by everything in front of it, to include this.
Affected by everything, and it becomes unpredictable, because you can't really say how it'll be affected.
The only thing predictable, I believe, is that Raylan's gonna always come out on top. He had a good day.
He's Raylan. He had a good day.
Raylan had a good day, and you know what? We had a good day too. Bath time?
Good job. Absolutely. You could
like the
use
way
a little
you think.
cleanup here.
So what did we learn today? We found out that you can't make an airbag deploy simply by shooting it, and firing a 9mm through a dead body to take out a bad guy most likely won't save you. Well, there you have it. Justified, put to the test. You're welcome. I'd like to thank the great Nick Searcy for his insight, and of course Larry and the team for making this fun and eminently safe. The great American writer Elmore Leonard sadly passed in 2013, but he left a body of work that is absolutely timeless. Someone once asked him, "How come your stories are so good?" And he said, "Well, I try to leave out the parts that people tend to skip." What an idea. So if you're watching TV or movie and you're thinking to yourself, can you really do that? Reach out to us at outdoorchannel.com/HollywoodWeapons, and maybe, just maybe, we're gonna put that to the test.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You know, Chris Mills put a lot of work into these. There's bone structure, organs, and blood. And we haven't really highlighted any of that yet. It just doesn't seem right, does it?
No, that doesn't seem right.
Amateur. Now we're clear.
I've never been much for holidays. I mean, look, I got nothing against it, but it's been a while since I've really enjoyed one. Turkey, pecan pie, hot chocolate, delighting in holiday cheer and whatnot. I just want to test scenes from TV shows and movies. Is that too much to ask? This all started a couple years ago. I was watching a TV show, and this guy shoots a Glock underwater, and the bullet goes through a windshield, and I thought to myself, come on, can you really do that? So I met Larry Zanoff, and look at me now. I wonder sometimes if it's all worth it. Another round. I mean, does Larry even appreciate how hard I work to test these things? All the swinging from ropes, crawling through broken glass, crawling through air conditioner vents? No. I doubt it. Well, this one's gonna really roast his chestnuts, because on this episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're testing reindeer games. He's cool, I'll take one more. Do you love TV and movies as much as I do? Yeah, of course you do. And do you sometimes find yourself asking, come on, man, can you really do that? Well, guess what? We're gonna put Hollywood to the test. This is Hollywood Weapons. If you haven't seen Reindeer Games, you really should. Ben Affleck stars as an ex-con who gets forced into a casino robbery during Christmas. Ton of stars in this movie. Gary Sinise, Charlize Theron, and if you're paying attention, you can catch a young Ashton Kutcher. There's a lot of twists and turns. I don't want to ruin it for you if you haven't seen it, but there's one scene I really got a question about. Go ahead.
And now it's time for Terry's.
Yeah. Have another one, buddy. So Affleck and Charlize Theron are running across a frozen lake. Gary Sinise is shooting at them. She falls through the ice. Affleck jumps in to save her. Now they're trapped in a potential watery grave. He uses a shotgun to blast through the ice and get out of that cold water. Could that even happen? A lot of big questions in this one. A, how thick is the ice? 2, could that shotgun actually function underwater that many times? And C, could it actually break through the ice?
Thanks, my good man.
There's a party going home. Hi! Hit me hard, son. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have a funky Christmas.
Larry.
Yeah, ho, 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 ho. You know, dude, I know Christmas is still months and months away, and there is nothing I can think of that's test-worthy on Bad Santa. So what gives here?
Reindeer Games, Ben Affleck, Charlize Theron, Gary Sinise.
Not a bad movie. What is it that you wanted to test?
Yeah, Affleck's character blasts through a frozen lake with a shotgun.
And where did you think we were going to come up with a frozen lake? In Hollywood?
Look around you, my friend. We are in ISS. You're always talking about movie magic. Come on, make it happen.
Yeah, movie magic doesn't exactly work that way, though, Terry. And besides, we got a bigger problem than the frozen lake. I mean, last time we did a shot underwater, it was a small caliber pistol with a very thick barrel wall. A shotgun is a large caliber weapon with a very thin barrel wall. We run the risk of actually rupturing that barrel.
True, but at least it was a short-barreled shotgun, right?
It was a short-barreled shotgun. You have a point there. So let me review the scene and everything, and I'll figure out if we can do this safely or not.
All right, cool.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then let me get back to work here. Why don't you go ring a bell or something?
Chill out, bro. I mean, you're always the one who goes, go find this or go talk to someone, so work with me.
I have to do everything I say.
No, just no.
Okay, what do we say? Ben Affleck,
Yep.
Charlize Theron. Okay, let me send you Charlize's contact here. Here, let me help you with that. You know what, actually, maybe it's safer if I send you to Gary Sinise. Yeah, go talk to Gary. I'm sure he'll be able to help you out.
You actually know him, too?
Well, you're in ISS, right? We do provide all of his props and all of his weapons.
You know what? Dude, that's actually even better because, first of all, he's an incredible actor, but I just want to shake that dude's hand for all he's done for the military.
He has done a lot.
Yeah. Go now.
You go now.
I'm gonna go talk to Gary Sinise. We're getting ready to test a scene from Reindeer Games where Ben Affleck shoots through a 5-inch piece of ice with a 12-gauge shotgun. But first, I get to meet the legendary actor and all-around great American, Gary Sinise. Gary Sinise is one of the best actors America has produced, but what I'm excited about is shaking his hand and thanking him for everything he's done for veterans, and also talk a little bit more about the Gary Sinise Foundation, so let's go bug him. Hey, Gary, thank you. By the way, most people usually refuse an invitation to talk to me, so I really appreciate you doing this.
Okay, I'll see you.
I was just kidding. Please, sir, sit down.
Thanks for telling me that.
Yeah, I figured I'd give you a fair warning, but tell me a bit about the Gary Sinise Foundation. A lot of things you do, but one of the things that is really big, and it has to do with coming back and being able to feel like a human again. You guys work on building houses that are designed to tailor their building to you know what the vet's missing. You know what I mean? If he's missing his legs or something. Tell me a little bit about that, of building those kind of houses where that person can feel like they're whole again.
Well, I got into home building for our wounded back in 2009-10. I had done some support work with the FDNY there to help build some memorials and things to honor the fallen 9/11 first responders. They came to me on the set. The fire commissioner of New York came and said, we have a soldier who's lost both his arms and both his legs, and he's from Staten Island. We want to build him a house. And I knew who they were talking about because I had met him in the hospital.
Wow.
So they asked me to do a concert, and I did that to raise money to build him a house. And then when I created the Gary Sinise Foundation, we formed our own program called RISE, Restoring Independence, Supporting Empowerment. And that's exactly what we do.
That's what it is.
By providing these specially adapted smart technology houses that will allow the wounded service member to be more independent. We want their house to always be supportive to empower them to go on with their lives. And that's what we do.
All right, let's talk about less important things, like gun stuff in a movie. So you were in the movie Reindeer Games. Do you remember that scene when Ben Affleck, you guys are chasing Ben Affleck and Charlize Theron, your really hot sister, but wasn't, okay. So anyway, they're running across the ice breaks, they go in, Ben Affleck jumps in, takes a shotgun with him, and you see underwater, he blasts through the ice. Do you think it's possible for that shotgun shot 3 times to break through the ice and allow them to get out?
Well, you know, I mean, there's a bit of a spray, right?
Yep.
I mean, but that close, it's probably minimal.
I think so too. Right.
With regards to what it would be once all that shot goes out there, it starts to spread out.
Right.
I guess there might be some possibility.
Yeah, right.
We certainly played it as if there was a possibility.
In Reindeer Games, it was very positive. It was actually a great scene in the movie.
In a John Frankenheimer movie, yes.
And that's all it meant. It looked really good.
I'll be interested to see if that actually worked. It sounded good to me.
Yeah, and it looked great on film. We have a great team to do it. We're going to be safe. Well, I have to say, I knew you would be a great guy to talk to. You couldn't have been more gracious, and thanks again for everything, man. For my community, you know, I'm an infantry guy, a Green Beret. We love you. I feel like you're here for us. It means everything.
Well, I hope you know I'm always there for our veterans, no matter what, and because I know where my freedom comes from.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Easily one of the best moments for me in Hollywood Weapons, getting to thank Gary Sinise for everything he's done for us in the veteran community. Whoa. Oh yeah, Larry Buzz Killington calls. I must answer. All right, bro, what do we got?
Well, there's a couple things we need to talk about on this.
Yeah, I know. We got to get a frozen lake.
Yeah, well, we'll get to the frozen lake in a second. Let's start out with the shotgun.
Let's.
So in the movie, it's this Franke PA3 215. It's kind of an odd,
weird looking.
I've actually never even had one in my hands before. You can see very short barrel, very short magazine tube. Actually has a 3-round capacity. Keep that in mind. It's going to be important later on. Okay. This PA3 only shoots in pump mode.
Well, that's maybe a problem because in the movie, he looks like he's shooting that thing semi-auto.
Yeah, so it looks like that under the ice. Maybe a case of a little bit of movie magic, because if we look at the gun, when he's running on the ice, you can see clearly it is a PA3.
Match with the hand grip.
Especially the hand grip. It's a very unique shape and everything. However, once he goes into the water, look what happened.
Good catch, dude. Really good catch.
Some kind of little Texas switcheroo occurred there.
Well, this is okay. I mean, we're cool with this because this isn't really the test, right? I mean,
the test that we're going after is, will a 12-gauge shotgun shell go off underwater and actually penetrate through the ice?
Exactly.
What we will be using is a 12-gauge shotgun, because after all, that's the test.
I mean, it's you, man. It sort of sounds like a piece of cake.
Yeah, it's not really a piece of cake, though, Terry. We still have to figure out the container that the water is going to be in, at least 48 inches thick, like we said. We need to still find the ice. The ice itself still needs to be a minimum of 5 inches thick, because the Department of Natural Resources says that's the minimum thickness that the ice needs to be for people to go out and ice fish. And clearly, there's an ice fisherman on the lake in the scene.
I concur.
Well, I'm glad that you concur, and while you're concurring, go away and find me a 6 foot by 6 foot by 5 inches thick piece of ice.
You acted like an iceberg is something easy to get in Los Angeles. Where am I going to find that, man?
Do I have to do everything for you, Terry? Think about it.
Ha! Yeah, all right, so it took me a minute, but I got it. Hey, bud, I'm Terry Schappert.
Hey, Terry. Doug.
So you're in Hollywood. I know you've seen a lot of weird stuff, but I need something pretty weird. I need a 6 foot by 6 foot, 5 inch thick piece of ice that I gotta blast a shotgun through. Doable?
Yeah, it can be done.
What do you gotta do?
We're gonna have to build a frame to make for a mold and freeze layer by layer over time.
How long?
Maybe 2 weeks.
Oof. All right, if that's what it is. You can start today, though, right?
Yeah, start today.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks, man. Well, all right. Looks like I got the Iceman to cometh. Larry's working on the water tank and the shotguns. I got some time to kill. What to do?
Get a job.
Yeah, same to you.
Merry Christmas.
Piece of sugar.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Come on. Slow. Let's go.
This beard is really bothering me. It's very itchy.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I gotta go.
Everything is coming together to test a scene from Reindeer games. The only struggle is that we have to wait 2 weeks for the ice to freeze. I wonder what Larry's doing to kill some time.
I mean, he just shows up whenever he wants to. I've got a real job, you know, and he thinks I'm just gonna drop everything and just go help him. You wanna know a secret? You can't tell him. I actually enjoy the testing. You know, it's a challenge professionally. But his timing is just so bad. Another one of whatever he's having and an iced tea for me, please. And the reality is he doesn't really want to be my friend. He just wants me as this gun guy. Well, I'm more than a gun guy, you know. My whole life doesn't revolve around guns. Sometimes though, I don't know. I just don't know if it's really worth it, you know what I mean? All the testing, all the safety procedures, all the protocols, that's all on me. Does he get that? I doubt it.
So it's finally test day. The ice is frozen and everything is happening at once. The guys are filling the tank with water and Larry's prepping the shotguns. This is easily the biggest test we've done so far. But whose idea was it to play with ice in the middle of summer? Oh yeah, that was me. Oh boy, are we where we need to be?
Yeah, I think everything's just right. What's up with you, man? What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? Tank, water. Need a wetsuit. I'm gonna go shoot the gun underwater, man.
Yeah, you're not gonna be in the water when we shoot the gun. It's really, really confined in there. You're gonna be trapped underneath the ice. The gun would be really close to your head. We're gonna shoot this by remote.
So you're saying I don't have to shoot the gun underwater?
Yes, I'm saying you don't have to shoot the gun underwater.
Don't speak. Thank you. I'm really. Thank you so much. God bless us, everyone. All right, I see guns, I see steel, I see 1, 2, C. I'm very happy. What do we got?
We have this nice triple rack here, obviously. We got Mossberg shotguns. We're gonna sit it down into the tank.
Okay.
Gonna have it at a slight angle, right? Because we don't want any debris coming back down into the barrels.
Oh, okay.
It's all gonna be fired by remote on this beautiful remote setup that Tom came up with. So, Tom, why don't you explain to us what you got here?
Well, we've got this stand here that holds the 3 weapons locked into place in alignment.
That's awesome.
And we can still load them, operate the actions, operate the safeties. And these lines come over the trigger, down through the sheave, like that, and then we will, once it's placed in the water and situated where we want, we'll attach the extensions onto there. That'll run out of the tank to where you are. This is a Tech 12 line, doesn't have any stretch in it, so when it's ready to go, just a little tug will be enough to operate the trigger.
This is why you guys are the best, man. They think of everything.
You know, we're trying to do this for a living, Terry, so I think we've got everything covered here. Just a few finishing touches we need to put on, and we'll be ready to go in the water.
That's great, Tommy. Thanks, man.
Sure.
You can see by my eye that icy stare. Don't try this at home. I know, I'm the worst. The crew is finishing the final setup by loading the shotguns in the tank and then sliding the 5-inch thick piece of ice in the water. The challenge is getting all of this done before the California heat melts that ice. Well, the crew has been working like busy bees, so we ready to rock?
I think we're ready. I mean, we've got a 4,000-gallon tank full of water here. We've got a 6 foot by 6 foot, 5-inch thick frozen piece of ice. We've got 3 12-gauge shotguns in the water, each one tied to one of these lanyards. So I think it's torpedoes away, man.
Prediction for the fight? What do you think?
I think we're gonna break something.
I like breaking things, Larry. Let's do it.
Okay.
Test day and everything is in place, time to see if the shotgun works the way it did in the movie Reindeer Games. Prediction for the fight? What do you think?
I think we're gonna break something.
I like breaking things, Larry. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, here we go. 1. Ready? 2. And C.
That didn't go.
That one's not going.
That's all right, man, but look at what it did.
Yeah, it split that ice apart. That's pretty darn good.
Awesome, man.
I think Ben Affleck just saved Charlize Theron.
Good for him, man. That is killer.
Either way, we shattered
We got it, man.
Good job.
The first one did it.
Yeah, the first shot actually shattered the whole ice sheet.
I had a face full of ice.
Now whether it was the actual buckshot that shattered it or the shockwave coming up through the water, who can say? But we actually got Charlize and Ben out of the ice. So.
Which is critical and also demonstrates potentially Pascal's law. Something that's incompressible has got to go somewhere. So.
Absolutely. You know, when you're shooting a torpedo under a ship, you don't want to hit the ship and punch a hole in it. You actually want it to explode under the ship because those shock waves splits it in half.
Water goes everywhere.
Yep.
By the way, this is probably our biggest engineering project to date.
It was quite a challenge.
So you and the boys, man, we nailed it.
Yeah, it was a great team effort, and we proved the test.
Thank you. That was awesome.
You are welcome.
It worked. As you can see, the shot from a 12-gauge shotgun can break through a 5-inch thick piece of ice, and it only took us one shot. So we now know that Ben Affleck could have saved some ammo and gotten Charlize out of that cold water a little faster. All right, another successful test in the can. Sorry. What did we learn today? Ben Affleck really did save Charlize Theron's life in Reindeer Games. Those shotguns functioned, and the combination of pellets and shockwave actually fractured the 5-inch ice and rescued them both, so nice job, dude. I also want to thank Gary Sinise. There is no greater friend of the United States military, and it was an honor to shake his hand. So if you want to help us out, go to GarySiniseFoundation.org and give something to the people that keep you safe. Also, huge thank you to Larry and the team, and of course, Andre and Tom for making this ridiculously complicated engineering project fun and safe. So, if you're watching a TV show or movie and you think to yourself, can you really do that? Reach out to OutdoorChannel.com/HollywoodWeapons, and yeah, you know the deal. We might put it to the test. And just like in the movie, it's Christmas. I want some pecan pie and some hot chocolate.
Madre.
I've been waiting for you.
Me? Why me?
You were on a quest, no?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wrong answer.
What?
I ask you a simple question. Are you on a quest or not on a quest? The answer should be yes or no. I mean, a man should know if he's on a quest or not, right?
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess yes.
Good. Do you know what this is?
A Japanese katana.
Correct. A true katana, legend has it, is nearly unbreakable.
Are you asking me to test something?
Yeah, you know that guy in that movie, X-Men, The Origins?
Yeah.
That guy, what's his name? He cuts an oncoming bullet in half with a katana.
Yeah,
pretty freaking
Yeah, it was
wild,
real
right?
cool, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, you really think that would happen for real like that?
Well, this is a dream, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Well, then who are you?
I'm you. Your inner you.
Really?
No, man, what's the matter with you? You're inner you. You crack me up. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're inner you.
Yeah.
This is just a dream.
Yeah, okay.
But really, I would like you to check out that katana and the sword thing test, okay? Because I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Now's the part when the big spiders come out.
No, I don't like spiders.
Come on, it's a dream. It's got to get weird at some point.
No! Get him off of me! This episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're testing X-Men Origins. I hate spiders. All right. Do you love TV and movies as much as I do?
Yeah, of course you do. And do you sometimes find yourself asking, come on, man, can you really do that? Well, guess what? We're gonna put Hollywood to the test. This is Hollywood Weapons. Man, I had a really weird, scary dream last night, but it did give me a good idea for a test.
Coffee, senor?
What are you doing here?
Pouring you coffee. Do you want to see a menu?
Yeah, you know I do. Let's see what's on this menu. Now, swords have been in Japan for a long time, but the katana as we know it has been a revered symbol of the samurai since about the 1400s. So much so that they believe the spirit of the warrior was contained within the blade. Now, these things took weeks to make. They were considered a sacred art accompanied by Shinto rituals.
Do you know what do you want?
World peace. My own little pony. I'm just kidding, man. Egg station omelet with turkey bacon.
Excellent choice.
All right, as I was saying, so the bullet's from an AK-47, which means it's a 7.62 by 3.9 with a velocity of 2,350 feet per second and a 123 grain full metal jacket projectile. So what does that mean? Well, relatively speaking, it's small, it's pointed, and it's traveling really fast, so this ain't gonna be easy. Now, in the scene, Reynolds uses that katana to split that incoming bullet, and the pieces fly off and take out the two bad guys behind and to the side of him. So, can you really do that? Also, can the blade take the kinetic energy of that round? And where's my omelet? I ain't got time to waste. I gotta see Larry. I'm on a quest. Oh, bro. Oh my God, this is so good. Hi, Larry.
Oh, man. Terry, what are you doing?
No time for chit-chat, brother. I'm on a quest.
What kind of quest? To give me a heart attack?
That's funny. No. I need to see if a katana can split an incoming bullet in half.
Where'd you get that one from?
X-Men Origins, Wolverine. Dude, I had this dream last night. Are you afraid of spiders? Forget it. Thoughts on the test?
You do realize how unique a katana is, right? It's not just your average long curved sword.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what it means in Japanese, long curved sword.
Where did you get that from? Wikipedia? It's a unique piece of art, a national treasure, and of course, you want to shoot bullets at it.
Ah, that's funny because look, right here I happen to have a copy of the Larry Encyclopedia that you wrote. I'm gonna turn to katana. Okay, what'd you write?
Well, a katana is, like I said, a national treasure in Japan. It's not only special because of the type of metal that's used in it, but the differential heat treat, the way that it's quenched, and of course, each one is an individual because of how many different folds of metal are in them.
Not bad. How many folds?
Well, that depends on the sword, Terry. 10 folds will get you over 1,000 layers. 20 folds can get you over 1,000,000 layers in each sword.
You're good. That's a lot of folds.
Yes, it is.
Do you think this is gonna work?
You know, I really don't know. Obviously, we're going to have to test it, right? Why don't you go see my friend Tony Swanton? He's Hollywood's master bladesmith. I'll send you his contact here. And in the meantime, unlike you, I have a real job. I need to go to work, so get out of my car.
A pleasure. as always. I head out to see Tony Swat, a master sword builder for film and television. He's happily agreed to show me how to make a Japanese katana. All right, man, just let me know what I got to do to not lose a finger.
I'll try and be as safe as possible. I mean, our motto here is safety third.
Oh, I like you guys already. After firing up the forge, Tony shows me the process of hammering and folding hot iron into layers, and he then shapes the blade and grinds it down, creating a Japanese-style katana. Wow, amazing, man.
It was a fun day.
Thank you for taking the time and trusting me not to mess anything up. But I gotta ask you the question: you got a sword for me to do this?
No.
What? Really?
It would take me a week to finish this up to a degree that would work for you. You know what? I have a friend who's a shodan, which is a sensei, a master martial artist with edged swords.
I'll take it, man. I'll go get him.
All right, cool.
Where is he?
Just around the corner.
Hey, boss.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I need to see a man. I need to see a man about a sword.
I know a guy. Come on, man.
Hey, have we ever met before?
Could be. Sensei, someone here to see you.
Thank you, Vinny-san.
Of course.
Larry, what the?
Please, Terry, a little respect. In this environment, you may address me either as Larry-san or, in your case, Sensei.
Hi, Sensei. You're Shodan in Eishin Ruiai.
I am.
Why didn't you tell me this?
You never asked.
You got me. You finally got me. Do you have a sword for us to use?
I do indeed have a sword.
Before we do all that, you gotta show me some of this technique. It's amazing.
Sure, let me show you a few more cuts.
Right. Sensei, I am humbled and impressed. You are like an onion. Just keep peeling back the layers.
Thank you. I think. Anyway, I gotta finish my workout. Why don't you go up front? Vinny-san will get you your sword.
Arigato gozaimashita. Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna need this back in the exact same condition in which you take it.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
I'm serious about this.
I'm telling you, we've met before.
I got one of those faces.
I'm still trying to process what just happened in there. By the way, done a little of my own research. I've got a great interview set up, so don't go away. Larry. All right, so when my good buddy Joe Montaigne found out that we were going to be testing X-Men, he said, I got to talk to Agent Zero himself, Daniel Henney, who's also the newest member of the Criminal Minds cast. Man, thank you so much. Kamsahamnida.
Oh, yeah,
Chambaneo.
Yeah.
All right, so I know you're busy, man, you're a busy dude. And first of all, you've got a great international career, you know, back and forth to Korea, but how's it feel to be part of, like, you know, the X-Men family?
It was crazy. I mean, I was at the time, I just done a couple films in Korea. I was up and coming. Did this movie in Korea called My Father about this soldier, American soldier, that went to Korea to find his family. Cut to Hugh Jackman saw that movie in a festival. Gives us a call. I get a call from Fox and Hugh and all these guys, and they're like, "What do you think about being an X-Men?"
Yeah, let me think about it.
You know, I'm gonna need some time.
Yeah, I have to talk to some people. Yeah. Oh, it's great, man. And you're really cool in it.
Yeah.
So, you know, in your movie, you know, Ryan Reynolds' character, he actually takes that katana and he ends up splitting that bullet and it ends up taking out two guys. So we're gonna see if that works. What do you think? Just ballpark figure? Is it possible?
I gotta go with a hard no on that one.
Yeah.
I gotta go with a real hard no.
Yeah.
I think it's just, I mean, to get that to get it perfect would be the trick. And I think that even if it does, if it hit the blade right, the ricochet could be extremely dangerous.
Were you there when Ryan Reynolds did that? What was that like with that test? Must have been fun just to even be around it.
It was so fun with those guys. Ryan ad-libbed so much. He had us cracking up on set constantly. But at the end of it, you know, with the swords, I mean, that man practiced a lot. He spent hours and hours and hours practicing on the side with the swords. Anytime we're shooting a different scene, you'd see Ryan over on the side.
That's awesome.
On some mat, just working the sword, because you got to get it right, because it has to get to the point where you don't have to think about it.
Thank you. Kamsahamnida. Have fun with Criminal Minds.
I will.
I can't wait to watch it.
All right, thanks
again,
everybody.
man.
Thanks to Daniel Henney for the insight. Now I'm off to see Larry at ISS, the world's leading prop house, to talk about how the heck we do this.
I like what I see. You've been working pretty hard here.
Well, anything involving you is usually working pretty hard, Terry.
Good point.
Anyway, I've reviewed the scene, and obviously the Reynolds character in an overhead cup slices through the oncoming bullet. Now, we can't really shoot a bullet at you. So we're going to have the blade set up stationary, and we'll shoot the round at the blade. This will be the blade here, set up stationary. Obviously, the bad guys are about 8 feet to the rear, 10 to 12 feet apart. We'll replace them, of course, with ballistic gel dummies. The gun will be over here, tied down to some kind of sled or rest, so it'll be stationary, because quite literally, we may only get one shot at this.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I've been doing this with you long enough. I suspect you have something up your sleeve.
Well, here's the thing. This 7.62 by 39 round, shooting it at a blade similar to this, it's going to be like splitting a hair.
It's a razor.
It's a razor edge.
I get it.
It's going to be hard to even visually pick up the blade. So whether we miss it or whether we don't split it in half, I don't know what's going to happen. Backup test would be something like this, a larger caliber round, 1911 shooting 45 ACP. I think the larger surface area will probably give us a better chance of splitting the round in half.
I dig it. My man. See you at the range tomorrow?
I will be there.
It's range day, and the crew has begun to set up the test for this iconic scene. But before we pull the trigger, we need to sight in that AK-47.
Fire at will.
That's a good group.
So we've got a good
That's
group.
Encouraging.
We
That's
can definitely
encouraging.
get the blade within that realm there. I think we'll clear the gun, and then we'll get the blade in position, and we'll be good to go.
My man. Larry, I'm so excited. All right, what's up?
Okay, well, as you can see, or maybe
Barely
you can't see, we actually have a katana there, and it's knife edge presented towards us, lined up exactly with the 3-round group that we shot prior. There's a round in the chamber, we've got the lanyard, and the range is yours.
Ancient Japanese proverb says, don't try this at home. Let's go.
We're testing a scene from X-Men to see if you can split a bullet in midair with a katana. We've sighted in the AK, and now we're ready for the big test.
Ancient Japanese proverb says, don't try this at home. Let's go. I would say we hit the blade.
I'm so happy.
Look at this.
Broken
so our
sword.
hit was just about where...
Larry.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Careful with that. That's still
it's
sharp
as
obviously.
Heck.
That's the tip of the blade. And you know, the thing about the samurai sword is that you've got two different kind of rigidities going on. Yep. The blade edge itself is much tougher and harder than the flexible spine.
Yep.
But we've hit this blade with so much muzzle energy that the vibration actually traveled all the way up the blade and just vibrated off and just snapped it right off. Pretty darn amazing. But we actually hit it. And you can see the dent right there. Now we got to see what the effect was on the target.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so we've got we did shatter the bullet too, because we've got 1, 2, we got a 3rd hole there.
Right here.
And actually we got a 4th hole right there. That's actually a fragment.
It is, you can see it. Conclusion.
Well, I mean, I think we have to peg this at about somewhere between a 65 and a 75% chance of success here, because we actually took the 7.62 39 round. The point on that is like a knife edge, right? And we hit a knife edge that was suspended just out there in space.
Right.
We didn't hit the bad guys, right? But the Ryan Reynolds character, he was being shot at with this AK-47, so he's still alive. He managed to save himself by deflecting that with a samurai sword.
Ryan Reynolds is a ninja.
There you go.
All right. Are we done?
Not really. I have one other thing I'd like to try. So I got a 1911 here, larger caliber bullet. We might have a better chance of actually splitting it in two.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, man, you are the best. That was so good.
Switching to the 1911 and 45 ACP, which is a fatter, slower round, gives us a better chance of splitting a bullet.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, our samurai's waiting.
So we have some rounds loaded up here in our 1911, 45, like we said, much larger diameter. Hopefully give us a better chance of actually cleaving the bullet in half.
Okay.
Range is hot, fire at will.
Ready?
Okay.
Oh, we got it! Well, hey, listen. It didn't split it, but that dude's dead.
So again, just like with the AK-47, except this time it went left, right?
Right.
We saw we could deflect the bullet, and we actually hit close to where the target area was for our bad guy. So can you deflect the bullet and hit the bad guy?
Yes.
We could. But let's go ahead and take another shot at it again and see if we can actually cleave the bullet.
Yeah, because with that little variance with that group, we still could hit straight on the blade.
Yeah.
So let's go. You ready?
Ready when you are. Just about the same spot, just above the bullseye. We've got another hit there, right in the white ring. Okay, well, we hit it.
Hey, hit the blade again.
We definitely hit the blade again. And we are clear on the gun. So let's go down range and take a peek at the target. Okay.
Wow, man. That was really great.
That's pretty amazing. And actually, you can see the dead-on, it actually chipped the cutting edge, but it still maintained its integrity, you know, which is really kind of amazing when you think about it.
Yeah, actually, because that slammed right there.
Yeah.
And then we had a couple ones that were just like right along the side, which we saw on the AK as well. But
Absolutely. So here's the thing, too, that we got to remember. We're not doing it exactly like in the movie.
Right.
In the movie, he's got control over the blade and actually has a slashing motion down on it.
Right.
Here, the blade is totally stationary. So the bullet's able to kind of push off the blade and go left and right. If you were actually cutting it in midair, you'd have a much more defined split on the bullet. And I think that's what we're seeing here, since we've gotten both, you know, hits to the left. I mean, this is phenomenal, right? Because this is a bad guy.
Right in the middle of him.
Right in the middle of him. We hit the guy right there. Same thing with that hit.
Great test. That was worth, by the way, doing the 45 and the pistol, because I think it still proves the idea that this is doable. I wouldn't want to do it.
If you're a superhero,
if you're Ryan Reynolds,
you could actually do this.
Dude, well done, man.
Good job.
That was awesome. X-Men put to the test. That was one for the books. I'd like to thank my team and, of course, the incomparable Larry Zanoff for making this one fun, safe, and really enlightening. Also, big thank you to Tony Swatton and Daniel Henney, giving me excellent knowledge and some real experience. What did we learn today? Ryan Reynolds is a ninja. Also, if you're good enough and lucky enough and that blade is what it needs to be, you could potentially deflect a bullet, maybe not kill the guys behind you, but you could save your life, and that was a great test. If you're watching a screen and you think to yourself, can you really do that? Reach out to us at outdoorchannel.com/HollywoodWeapons, and maybe, just maybe, we'll put that to the test. Also, I learned something this episode. If you want to know if your friends are good at something, you should probably just ask them. Larry. Oh, hey. You ever wonder what your life was worth? According to Mel Gibson, his was worth 70 grand. Can you get that?
This is all your fault.
No jibber jabber. Back to work.
Yeah, apparently this town takes unpaid bar tabs very seriously. Don't go away, because in this episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're testing payback. Was that a friend of yours?
Maybe.
Do you love TV and movies as much as I do? Yeah, of course you do. And you sometimes find yourself asking, come on, man, can you really do that? Well, guess what? We're gonna put Hollywood to the test. This is Hollywood Weapons. Yeah. All right, so yesterday, we were working really hard finishing up our community service. And we start talking about movies, and my buddy here asks,
have you ever seen the movie Payback with multi-talented and Academy Award winner Mel Gibson?
And I said to him, no, my good man, I have not, so I'm gonna go ahead and rent it. Can I tell you, how did I miss that movie? Mel Gibson plays this thief who gets double-crossed for $70,000. He almost gets murdered, but he returns to seek revenge and get the money back.
Hence the name Payback.
Exactamente. And, much to my delight, there are not one, but two tests we could do in this movie.
Hooray!
Nice. Ignore him. All right, so in the first one, Mel Gibson's in a taxi with David Paymer, who's got the drop on him. All of a sudden, the car rolls up next to him and starts unloading on him. Gibson takes Paymer, puts his body in the window, and it protects him from all that gunfire. Would it really work?
It all depends from the distance of the target and the caliber in the rounds.
Yeah. And in the second scene, those same guys run over Mel Gibson with an SUV, and he's got to shoot up underneath the floor and disable those attackers.
Can I run you over with the SUV, please? Can I?
Yeah, no, you're a little too eager, but let's do this. Let's pick it up with everybody's favorite segment.
Terry's Knucklehead Science.
Dude, why'd you throw that away?
I got this. Oh, sorry.
Okay, man. Nice. All right, so in this first scene, the SUV rolls up next to the taxi. It's pretty close distance, 6 to 8 feet, and also a bit of an elevation advantage. So, would this body be enough to prevent Mel Gibson from being killed by all that gunfire? So the second test is gonna be from underneath the SUV, shooting up through the floorboard into the bad guys. Now, I know what Larry's like. He's gonna have a hard time with me doing this, so let me go see what he's got. You're cool, you can finish up from here, right?
No.
Excellent, thanks, bud, good talk. Hey, I'll see you later, man. I love the smell of ISS in the morning. Now, I know I've said it before, but ISS is a big fish in the little pond we call Hollywood. And Larry, he's the big tuna, the king mackerel, the kraken. Larry. How are you on this fine day, sir?
I was doing really well, Terry.
Dude, I've always admired your ability to temper your enthusiasm.
Well, you make it easy for me.
Thanks, man. All right, so you probably guess why I'm here. So as they say in Hollywood, let's cut to the chase.
Well, I work in Hollywood, and we don't say that, but go ahead.
Mel Gibson, Payback.
Okay.
Okay, so there's really two tests in one scene we can do. So the first one, Mel Gibson takes a bad guy, puts him against the window while these other dudes are unloading all these guns.
The old human shield
Human
trick.
shield, right. Second one, the SUV rolls over him, and he shoots up through the boards, taking out a bunch of bad guys. What do you think?
Well, as much as I'm looking forward to the idea of tossing you under an SUV, that test is going to take a little bit of figuring out.
Good, I knew you'd like it. Now what?
What do you mean, now what? I'm gonna go look at the clip. I'm gonna figure out how to do this safely so you don't get hurt. I'll call you, I'll text you, you'll come back down here, I'll lay everything out for you so you've got a clear idea of what we're doing. You know, you should know these things by now, Terry.
Well, Larry's a little bit crusty today, but you know what? He's kind of always been that way, even when we were kids.
Larry, it's me. I saw a volcano erupt on TV and...
Heat wave!
Pat, Larry, all I want to do is make a homemade volcano. Is that too much to ask? A real volcano erupts because the liquid magma fills to the main vent to the point where it overflows out the top. That's then called lava. Right. Dang that, Larry. It would be fun. You always say that. I saw on TV how dinosaurs went extinct from a big volcano.
Actually, it was from an asteroid strike, but go ahead.
I thought it would be fun to make one. I heard you can make one with baking soda and vinegar. Do you know how to do that?
That's for kids. If you want to do it right, we'll use potassium permanganate and glycerin and a couple of other secret ingredients to give it a fuller effect.
That sounds awesome. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it.
What if I won?
Yeah, what he said.
Fine. You make the volcano and I'll make it erupt tomorrow.
Hey, wake up, man. What are you still doing here?
Whoa, asteroid strike.
Asteroid strike? What are you talking about?
I was just leaving. We're testing 2 scenes from the movie Payback. Can you use a body to shield yourself against forced shooters? And can you shoot up through the floor of an SUV and take out the bad guys? In the meantime, I'm waiting patiently at ISS for Larry to work out the details. You know, Larry's right. I do know how this goes. Every time I start to have fun somewhere, he calls me and then I gotta come all the way back here. So you know what? I'm gonna wait for him.
Give me a break. Hey, dingbat.
Yeah, what?
What are you doing?
What do you mean? Waiting for you to call, dude.
I called you 5 times. You didn't hear me because you were asleep at the wheel again.
I was resting my eyes, man. Yeah, right. What do you got?
I got everything figured out. Come on, follow me, Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, man. You got any pumpkin spice coffee? Oh, geez, that's quite an array of firearms you got there.
It is, and we need them all, of course, for the first test.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and talk about that. In the first test, we use a body as a human shield, 4 bad guys shooting out of the window of the SUV towards the taxi cab. Gibson, of course, is hiding behind the body.
Before we go any further, think it'll work?
You know, unfortunately, I think it's one of those yes-no kind of answers. Will a human body absorb a bullet? We know that it will. Will a bullet possibly over-penetrate and come out the other side? We know that it could.
Yeah.
The question is if it did that, would there be enough terminal velocity to actually come out the other side and impact onto Mel Gibson? We're just gonna have to try it.
I'm with you. Proceed.
Okay, so we've got 4 bad guys with 4 weapons. 2 M3A1 grease guns, 45 ACP, a 9mm Glock, and a 9mm VP-70.
Excellent. Well, 45, big bullet.
Yeah, it's just about 0.45 of an inch, in fact. So I'm gonna have the taxi cab out there with the door on it. We'll have the SUV as well. We'll have all the weapons, everything like that. We'll be ready to go.
My man, test 2.
Test is a little bit more complicated, unfortunately. Though I cherish the idea of throwing you under an SUV, I can't really do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna elevate the vehicle up on some stands. We'll have our standard ballistic protection there. We'll cut 2 holes through it, and you can stick both hands through it to shoot the firearms.
And he had 2 different guns there.
He did. In fact, he actually had 3 different types of guns. Being the trained observer that you are, I know that you noticed that the Smith & Wessons were actually magical guns that alternated between a Smith & Wesson 28 and a Smith & Wesson 29, and then, of course, the 9mm Beretta.
The 9mm Beretta I know quite well. I was very excited and engaged in the movie, so I didn't catch that other thing you said. Great. So, all right, 2 big tests.
Yep.
Bunch of different weapons, bunch of different calibers.
Different guns, different calibers, different vehicles. I, of course, will have the taxi cab door out there. I'll have the SUV. I'll have all the guns and the ammunition. Have everything ready for you as usual.
Do you need a hug?
Yes. Yes, I do, Terry.
So, range tomorrow. Come on, Larry, come on. Dude, you know I'm messing with you. Larry and the crew head to the range to prepare for the 2 big tests. First up, the taxi cab door is set up with 2 ballistic gels in place, and the SUV is parked and ready. All that's left is to find some trigger-happy bad guys. Well, Larry, here we are again.
Yep, here we are again, just like Groundhog Day. It never seems to end.
Not in love with your tone.
I can't help you there. So we have an SUV here, we have a taxi cab door here, and we have 2 ballistic gel torsos set up.
And the one behind is Mel Gibson's character, Porter.
That's right.
By the way, we never know if that's his first or last name.
Yeah, he's just Porter.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have 4 bad guys inside the SUV, just like in the movie.
Right.
You and I will be shooting the grease guns. We'll have 2 other bad guys with 9mm handguns.
So we're unloading all at the same time?
Unloading all at the same time right here at this first ballistic gel dummy.
This is gonna be really fun.
Sure. I'm gonna go prep the guns and the other bad guys.
Listen, don't try this at home because they're just gonna make fun of you on the interweb. Trust me, I know.
Okay, range is going hot. Okay, let's get the table into position. And get our shooters in the vehicles.
Enter the goon squad.
Okay. Okay. Everybody in position. Okay, on my mark. Firing on 3, 2, 1, fire.
Here we are back at the range getting ready to test 2 scenes from Payback. Can you protect yourself from close-range gunfire behind another body? And can you take out an SUV full of bad guys by shooting up from underneath it?
Okay, range is going hot. Okay, let's get the table into position. And get our shooters in the vehicles.
Enter the goon squad. I'm gonna hand your gun to you.
Okay. Everybody in position. Firing on 3, 2, 1, fire. Clear weapons. I'm clear.
We fired a total of 74 rounds, and the torsos never stood a chance. Looks like Porter won't be paying back anyone. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, no. It's not looking good for Porter. Oh. We both go, ooh,
Wow.
It's not looking good for
it's
Porter.
looking ugly, isn't
All right,
it?
from my point of view, we have so many rounds going through. What about the backside?
You know, we've actually got 3 projectiles that are wedged inside the back torso.
How many
2
got
of
out?
them, interestingly enough, have actually turned around, so there's some tumbling going on here. But we've got multiple exit wounds here. I'd say almost all of them came all the way through.
Okay, so I will always give Mel Gibson the benefit of the doubt. But we have to say on this one, he didn't make it.
Well, you know, remember the Porter had movie magic on his side.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But when you do the math, right, 74 rounds, it's over 14,000 grains worth of lead coming through this window. It's going through. You know.
So our conclusion is he didn't make it.
He didn't make it. Not on this one.
But that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On
whatever.
to the next test. Excellent. Thanks for agreeing with me, Larry. As the SUV gets loaded onto its ramp, the crew brings in the ballistic barrier and finishes setting up. I think I'm gonna take me some me time. Man, testing stuff with Larry has always been so much fun. Even when we were kids.
Missed the spot. Hey, Larry, are you ready?
Always. Now put these on and get over there.
These are cool.
I've erected this protective barrier in case of Rick O'Shea.
Who is he? I gotta clean this up before my mom gets home. I gotta go. It's not that much. Darn you, Schappert! You're welcome for your freedom, Zanoff!
Hey.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Come on, I got other things I gotta be doing.
Man, you've always been like this, even when we were kids.
What are you talking about? I've only known you for like 2 years.
Technically, that's true. Payback, part 2.
So we have our SUV here. Obviously, you're gonna be underneath it, shooting up through the bottom. You're real close to the bottom of it, so we want ballistic shielding on here as normal.
I dig it. What am I aiming at, man?
Well, in the movie, we had 4 bad guys and 1 bad gal inside of the SUV.
Thank you, man. I would love to talk to Lucy, Lou.
Yeah, like I would do that to Lucy. So we have our SUV here. 3 people never made it out. We have ballistic gels loaded up inside of there, and that's your test, basically, to see what you can hit from underneath.
You do know Lucy, Lou, don't you?
Dude, I told you I've got things to do tonight, okay? Can we move this along? Let's look at the guns.
All right.
Okay, so we know Porter in his right hand, he had the Beretta 92 9mm.
I know that one.
In his left hand, of course, we have that mystery Smith & Wesson, right? It switched back and forth between the Model 28 and the Model 29. So basically, it's shooter's choice. Which one do you want?
Which one's louder?
Okay, Model 29 it is. Let's get you all suited up here.
All right.
Okay, why don't you go get in position?
Oh, I love getting run over by SUVs.
Find a nice center there and make sure your hands are positioned correctly. 9mm, 1 round in the chamber, on safe.
Beretta.
Got it, going into your right hand. Smith & Wesson Model 29, 6 rounds. We are hot.
And fire it, Will.
Okay.
Woo! The 44 Magnum had a devastating effect on the SUV and ballistic gels. It tore through everything in its path. While the 9mm didn't quite have the same penetrating power, it still got the job done. How'd I do, man?
Well, you did pretty good, actually. I can see some severe wound channels here in this guy. That's the 44 Magnum, of course.
Yeah.
Went right through the roof.
That's a nasty one.
And the other guy, the far guy, actually has really one good kill shot right through the belly.
Right through the abdomen.
He actually clipped part of the spring of the seat and drove that through the ballistic gel.
I'll take it.
However, Lucy right in the middle, unscathed.
Well, it makes sense because if you watch that scene again when Mel Gibson's shooting, he's on his back and he just empties those guns. He doesn't really spray. So
Didn't do much movement.
Right,
yeah.
which is because it's hard to do that. So you can do this.
You can do this.
We proved
Absolutely.
it that Mel Gibson or anybody, if you get run over by an SUV and you got a couple guns on you, you can get them.
Yep. I think this is a success.
That's a great test, man.
Good job.
And that, by the way, that was really loud.
Well, you asked for the 44.
I know.
It wasn't my fault. I gave you the choice.
Thank you, sir. Good day.
You are welcome.
Well, all right. Payback put to the test. I want to thank Larry and the team for making this fun and eminently safe. Well, what did we learn today? I learned that if you owe Mel Gibson money, you better pay him back because he's going to come after you until he gets it. We also learned that a body won't protect you from a hail of gunfire when it's shot at you close by, but we did learn that you can shoot from underneath a vehicle and take out some bad guys that are trying to run you over. How dare they? So, if you're watching a scene from a movie and you think to yourself, can you really do that? Reach out to us at outdoorchannel.com/HollywoodWeapons, and maybe we'll put that to the test. But I got to tell you, the best part about today...
Yeah, hey, Lucy.
About my childhood.
Yeah, no, I'm still on set. I'm going to be a little late.
Oh, not cool? Come on.
you know what? I just realized something. In all this time that you've been coming down here and bugging me with your silly little tests, not once have you ever asked if there was something that I wanted to test. Well, my rusty little friend, that ends today. No. Just stow it. Take whatever stupid idea you had and leave it for next time. Because we're testing what I want, not what you want. You know, something cool like, can you shoot a hat off of a cowboy's head or something like that? So take your helmet and your gauntlets and clank off to the range, and I will meet you there tomorrow. No. Zip it, man. Just go away. Don't go away mad. Just go away. Schappert.
Looking good, buddy.
Hey, Larry. Where did you come from?
I just got here. Hey, listen, I've been thinking, man. There's a lot of tests from Westerns we could do all at the same time. What do you think?
What are you talking about?
Okay, for example, shooting a hat off a cowboy's head. Short, punchy stuff. Cool, right? No idea what that was about. But he better saddle up, because in this episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're putting the Old West to the test. Hey, Larry! Do you love TV and movies as much as I do? Yeah, of course you do. And you sometimes find yourself asking, come on, man, can you really do that? Well, guess what? We're gonna put Hollywood to the test. This is Hollywood Weapons.
So how long are we gonna do this?
That's good enough. Hey, Larry, by the way, this place is cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I had a friend of mine make this for me. Oh, hey, man, you know what? Big case of mistaken identity here. In fact, you didn't even need to come out here at all today. Sorry about that.
What the heck?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Nothing.
Well, as you can see, we're here testing things from Westerns, and I was the only one who put in the effort to, you know, dress the part.
Yes, you did, Terry. Anyway, I know you have a couple ideas, I have a couple of ideas, so let's just divvy it up between the two of us.
What's mighty hospitable of you? You first.
Okay, seen it in a million movies. One guy shoots a hat off another guy.
Yes, all the time. Clint Eastwood, Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And obviously the test is, does the bullet just go right through the hat, or does it actually knock it off his head?
I'm excited. I'm glad you're kind of getting in the spirit of things. Larry and the crew are getting everything in place to see if we can knock off a bad guy's hat with a trusty Winchester and .45 Colt. Hopefully, I can knock that hat off without splitting any hairs.
Okay, so we've got Black Bart, our quintessential Western villain here.
Yep.
And Black Bart, he'd been a horse stealing.
Really?
And a cattle rustling.
You don't say.
And shooting up the town.
Well, looks like he's got to be dealt with, don't he?
do, and just like in our classic Westerns, the new guy in town gets roped into being sheriff. You ready, Sheriff?
Yeah, I reckon I am.
So why don't we load up some rounds and give that a shot?
How far away?
About 15 yards. Shall we pace that off? 13, 14, and 15.
Excellent. And hey, we have a table right here. This works out well.
Okay, let's load up a round and see what happens.
All right.
Are you ready, Sheriff?
Reckon I am. I mean, I had some smoke in my face.
I think you hit it. Let's go see what we got.
Well, I hit it.
Yeah, like I said, I thought you hit it. You know, it just didn't blow the hat off is all.
Critical. Yeah, I didn't even touch his hair, so he's...
Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't want to kill the guy, so I just want to hit the hat, so maybe I could come a little bit lower.
Well, here's the thing to remember, too. Is Bad Bart.
He is a bad...
He deserved to get shot. So even if you did hit him in the head, no big deal. He's not complaining.
All right,
let's give it another shot, aim a little bit lower, see what we come up with.
This is going to be a little dicier, buddy. Okay. Maybe give his hair a little bit of a part.
Yeah, well, I mean, not that we're being real nitpicky or anything or splitting any hairs, but we are trying to knock the hat off. So why don't you give that a shot and see what happens?
You are awful.
Okay, let's go take a peek and see what happened. Well, there you go.
Well, I'll sort of take that. That's his...
Through and through, too. You got a pretty good exit hole right there.
So what do you think, man?
Well, I'm not really surprised that, you got a big lead ball moving at a pretty good velocity, and this felt really doesn't give much resistance. In the movies, there's movie magic, right? That hat flies off because there's an effects guy with a monofilament. Yank!
All right, so what do we got?
Well, we got a couple other things we got to get rigged up and everything, so I'm going to go grab the fence line and close the corral on this test.
Thank you, partner. All right, so shooting the hat off a guy, probably not going to work. Don't go away. I got the next test, and it's really good. You're lucky that I'm not an awful shot. We are back testing iconic scenes from classic westerns. I got the next test, and I'm hoping to see if Black Bart can make a great escape. I got you now, Black Bart. You gonna hang for what you done.
I assume you have something in mind here with all this?
Yes, I do, Larry. As you can see, I have captured the most dastardly man in the territory, Black Bart.
Yeah, all right.
He is so dangerous, I have shackled his legs with irons so as to prevent his escape.
Yeah, I can see that.
And you know what, though, dude? I always see someone gets a hold of a gun, shoots through the chains in a round or two, and the guy's out.
Doesn't matter what it is, handcuffs, iron chains, no matter what, 2 or 3 shots, and they manage to bust the bad guy out.
Let's give it a try, shall we? All right.
Okay, so we have an 1873 Colt single action here, very common gun to find in the West.
Iconic gun. When I was a little boy, everybody wanted a cap gun that looked like the Colt.
In fact, when I was a little boy, I had a cap gun that looked like the Colt.
Of course you did.
So anyway, we're going to be here about 8 feet away. We have a protective barrier, of course, that we'll be shooting behind.
Well, here's the thing. We're shooting at metal, which is on rock, and as soon as the round hits that, we lose control, and we really got to watch out for ricochet.
Why do you find that so funny? How do you say it?
Pretty much the way the rest of the planet does, ricochet.
No, it's ricochet. But anyway, that sounds weird to me.
Whatever.
So shall we proceed?
Let's.
Okay, so I have 5 rounds loaded up here for you. Shoot them one at a time. We'll see the effect on the iron chain, and then we'll just see what develops.
I dig it. This is the point in the show where I look at you cowpokes and tell you, do not try this at home.
You ready?
I am.
Eyes and ears.
I'm up. What did I just do?
Believe it or not, I could actually see the hit of the bullet on the chain.
Yeah.
Now, the chain, of course, is soft iron, right? So it didn't actually split the link. It just kind of ricocheted off of it. You see what I did there?
Yeah, I did.
But when the ricochet went off of it, it actually hit the shackle. So you broke the shackle.
It didn't hurt the dude.
And didn't hurt the dude. So either way, successful test, because Black Bart is free. Well, the next test is a little bit more complicated. You're going to have to do some practicing, so come with me, my son.
All right. Larry begins to set up for his next test while I'm waiting, and I got a chance to get in a little practice shooting in, like those guys did back in the day.
Hey, Terry.
What's up, Larry?
How's it going?
Busted me. Trying to just practice him.
Playing cowboys and Indians,
well,
right?
We don't get to shoot like this in the Army, so I figured I'd give it a whirl.
Not a problem. But pretty good. Terry, this is Jerry. Jerry, this is
How you doing, Terry?
Nice to meet you. Any friend of Larry's a good friend of mine.
So we got a Terry, a Larry, and a Jerry here.
Yep.
So
This is the Three Stooges, and he's definitely Mo, and I'm probably Curly.
So anyway, we're here at the range, and you've bought your own gun there, Jerry. So do you want to give it a shot?
I guess I'm ready. I'll try. If
you've done this a few times.
I have. So
okay, cool.
It'll make it an instructional moment here.
Well, let's go for it.
Okay, everybody got the eyes and ears?
Eyes and ears.
All right, let me see if I got ammo here. Yep, got a few bullets in that thing. All right, let's do it. 6 in the middle.
Oh. Okay. All right, okay. Ha, ha, ha.
That was pretty good, Jerry.
You had me.
First time.
Who is this really?
Well, Terry, this is my good friend Jerry Michelet. Right, of course, he's seven world championships in speed shooting. He even hit a 1,000-yard target with a 9mm revolver.
Oh, we know all about him in our community. You also got off 6 rounds in under a second, so...
Well, it was actually 5,700s, but...
Of course it was.
Who's counting?
Of course it was.
You know.
Half of that.
Yeah.
Nice. Coming up next on Hollywood Weapons, don't leave because Larry's gonna have me... I actually forgot what he didn't tell me what he's gonna have me do. Larry! We're back testing some iconic scenes from classic westerns, so let's mosey down to the saloon and see what Larry has in store. What's next?
What we got here is just like in every good Western, we've got a saloon and a gunfight breaks out, and it always winds up out on the street.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood, fistful of dollars. He takes out dudes for making fun of his mule.
Exactly. Well, we don't have Clint Eastwood, but we do have Tulsa Tim here. And Tulsa Tim, well, he's been a cheating at cards.
You don't say.
And he's been shooting up the saloon.
Whoa! He's been shooting up Big Larry's saloon? So the goal here is to shoot him and see if he gets thrown back through the doors like we always see.
Exactly, just like in the movies. We've got a mannequin here. We filled it up with sand so there's some actual body mass.
Yep.
He's actually precariously balanced there. So if we hit him good, there might be the chance of him going over. So we're gonna shoot from about 15 feet away. Let's load up 2 rouns, see what happens.
It was always pretty close in the movie.
Always pretty close, yeah.
All right, man. I'll
Okay.
word with him. I just, hope you're not really attached to that awful shirt. All right, ma'am. Set me up.
Well, we have your typical coach gun here, typical of what would be found out on the Western frontier. They call it a coach gun, of course, because the stagecoach drivers used to carry these for protection. So 12 gauge, 2 rounds, right at Terrible Tim there, and we're gonna give them both barrels.
I like what you did there. I'm gonna aim pretty much center mass, man. Right,
Pretty much,
pull it back.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Well, there you have it.
Okay, well, that didn't work out so well for him.
Nah, he's dead meat, isn't he? You hit him right where you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I want to hit him in the solar plex, but...
It's not really surprising, though, because think about the physics of this. If there was enough force in that blast to throw him through the doors, there'd be enough force in that blast to throw you on your backside.
Equal
right?
or opposite reaction. Physics.
Exactly. So
Okay.
It's kind of not surprising that happened, really.
This is it?
Well, you know what? You're having so much fun playing cowboys that I think we can go for another test here, okay?
Okay.
As the sheriff, you would have been wandering around with some rock salt in the shotgun, right? Because you're a non-lethal kind of guy. We don't
they did
want
that.
to kill. They did
They
that
do
all
it
the
today.
time.
Yeah.
If they don't want to kill him, you shoot him with rock salt. So
Right.
let's say Tulsa Tim there, he's got a gut full of rock salt. He crawls underneath this water trough here, and he's still shooting.
Whoa, he's still shooting at me.
He's still shooting at you.
Oh, we got to take him out then.
He's got to go.
You know, Larry, we're kind of getting along like a couple of buckaroos, don't you think?
Hey, did you know the buckaroo is actually the anglicized version of the old Spanish word vaquero, and that's where it comes from?
Thank you. You've been helpful. Tulsa Tim climbs behind the trough, and Larry and the crew begin to set everything up to see just how safe hiding behind a horse trough actually is.
Okay, so we have our ballistic gel torso here to represent Tulsa Tim, who is slithered behind our water trough.
Snake.
Like the rattlesnake
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
You got about 1.5 inches of wood there, 1.5 inches of wood there, and the water in between. So the bullet has to penetrate all 3 layers of that just to get to him.
Well, in the movies, this is always a pretty good place to hide behind, right? I mean, good or bad guy, you're often safe, so we'll see, I guess.
The bullet could just pancake on the first side
Maybe.
of this. It could penetrate through but not get through the second side. It might deflect off and actually make it all the way through but not hit Tulsa Tim. So that's actually why we test these things, Terry.
All right, man, I'll be right there.
Okay.
You look a little nervous, and I just want you to know I do see you. All right, well, I've had a little conversation with Tulsa Tim, so let's get this going.
Okay, well, we have our customary 1873 Colt Peacemaker here, very common in the Old West, like you would expect.
The iconic gun.
The iconic gun. I've got 3 rounds in there for you, and whenever you're ready, you may take your shots. Okay, well, we definitely
it's leaking.
We definitely got through the front layer because we're leaking. Let's go take a look and see what we've got on the back side there.
I don't think that even went through, man.
I don't see.
Nope. Because look, the wood's not penetrated at all.
Yeah, I don't see anything on the back.
It would be interesting to see if it got through there and it was the water that stopped it, you know, or that if it even.
I think it definitely, since we're leaking like that, it definitely got through.
No, it's
there.
through this, but I'm saying it would be interesting to see if it even got to this.
Yeah, you can see the splintering here of the wood.
I'm gonna see something right now. I'm gonna see if I can. Yep, my finger's on a bullhole right there in front of him.
Yeah, but you're smooth on the backside there, so...
It worked.
It worked, right? You know,
it worked.
As we can see, a water trough, effective cover. Not so great concealment, but definitely effective cover there.
Well, this proves if you're Tulsa Tim, and you take a little rock salt from a shotgun from Terry Schappert, it's a good idea to get behind a trough and you're gonna be safe.
There you go.
What's next?
Well, I got something really big planned for this one, so I'll go get that ready.
Did you hear that? When Larry Zanoff says big, we all better pay attention. Stick around, this is gonna be good. We're back getting ready to test an iconic scene from the Old West. I don't know what we're testing, but Larry says it's gonna be big. Well, okay, Larry. Yeah, you got my curiosity piqued. What's up?
Terry, how many times have you seen it in a movie where they blow up a stick of dynamite by shooting at it?
Don't mess with my heart, man.
No messing.
You telling me you want me to shoot some dynamite?
Hey, Jesse, come here for a sec.
Hey, Larry.
Thanks for coming down, my man. This is my friend Jesse. This is Terry.
What's up, buddy?
Jesse.
How are you?
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Why don't you tell Terry what you do for a living?
I'm an explosive expert, a certified blaster, and a dynamite manufacturer.
This is a great moment.
It's okay, my man.
Okay. All right, got it. So
Let's
you guys
get serious here, though.
We're gonna shoot this dynamite.
Yep, I've got a stick of dynamite ready to tape to that target. You're about 35 yards away, safe distance.
Yeah, I see that. Cool.
And of course, we'll all be behind our protective shield here, so we should be good to go.
Then what are we waiting for?
Well, Jesse, why don't you get that rigged up and we'll get ready.
to it.
Let's go, man. No, man, you're the best, Larry. As Jesse walks down range, he's placing a stick of dynamite on the target. Hopefully, this is about to go boom.
We good?
All right, you're good to go. It's all taped up.
All right, you're the man on this. What's your prediction for the fight? Yes or no? You think it's gonna go?
I think it just might.
It might. Well, that's all I need to know. Okay, let's do it.
50-50 chance, right? You are hot and the range is yours. A little bit right, you know, you're loaded.
The elevation's okay. I just got to get it a little bit to the right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Well, I think you may have hit it that time.
I don't know. Did that work or not? Holy cow! Larry and Jesse did not disappoint. You can actually set off a stick of dynamite by shooting it. So here's the thing. This is modern stuff that you gave us. The older dynamite.
Yeah, older dynamite's a lot more sensitive. Modern commercial dynamite is made of nitroglycerin, but it's got a lot of stabilizers and desensitizing energetic salts. But the old dynamite was just nitroglycerin and filler. Much more sensitive.
Bugs Bunny cartoons were correct. Stay away from dynamite.
They did it.
And Roadrunner, too. Thanks, man.
You got it.
Really nice to meet you. That was killer.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Good job.
All right.
Proved another one.
We got it done. Let's go. Yahoo! Big day at the range. I'd like to thank Larry and the crew for making it fun and safe. Special thank you to Jerry Mitchell and Jesse Taylor, two really nice guys who know what they're doing. So, what did we learn today? Well, I learned that it's really fun to be in a Western, but you can't shoot the hat off of someone's head. You can't defeat a set of leg irons with a gun. The shotgun's not gonna blow you backwards. A full water trough is a pretty safe place in a gunfight, and if you do shoot a stick of dynamite, yeah, it's gonna blow up. So if you're watching a TV show or movie and you think to yourself, can you really do that? Reach out to us at outdoorchannel.com/HollywoodWeapons, and maybe, just maybe, we'll put it to the test. Until then, adios, buckaroos. By the way, do you know the origin of the word buckaroo? Get out of my head, Larry. Since the birth of film special effects in the late 1800s, audiences have pondered the question, can you really do that? We have been putting some of those scenes to the test to try and answer those questions. But now, after more than a century of cinema to draw from, I am facing one of my greatest challenges yet. On this episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're testing.
Terry, don't start yet, please. Terry, ya voy. I'm sorry. I had a flat tire, and then the spare was flat too. Can you believe that? So I have to call the auto club to fix it. It turns out I run over a nail. A nail, can't you believe that? Can't imagine where I run over a nail. ¿Qué pasó?
What are you wearing?
A vampire costume. You said we were testing a vampire movie or something.
You look like Grandpa from the Munsters.
I don't know who that is, but I'm guessing it is an insult.
You know, and besides, you were supposed to be dressed as a werewolf.
A werewolf?
Yeah.
I thought it was a vampire movie.
Just wait over there.
Vampiro, hombre, lobo, lo que sea, pero decídete, loco.
Please, just wait over there while I do this, okay? Por favor. As I was saying, with a full century of cinema behind me, I am facing my greatest challenge yet. This episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're testing Underworld.
Don't go. Come on, man. You know it's me.
Do you love TV and movies as much as I do? Yeah, of course you do. And you sometimes find yourself asking, come on, man, can you really do that? Well, guess what? We're gonna put Hollywood to the test. This is Hollywood Weapons. I really like this vampire stuff. Laying around in tight leather clothing, looking all scary and sexy. Yeah. All right, so back in 1922, F.W. Murnau filmed an unauthorized adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. There were some details and names changed. For example, vampire became Nosferatu, Count Dracula became Count Orlok. Now, Stoker's heirs were not happy about this, and they sued the adaptation, and the judge demanded that every copy of Nosferatu would be burned. Well, luckily, a couple of those prints survived, and it's now regarded as a classic. I gotta tell you, if you haven't seen this movie, you need to see it, because even today, it's really creepy and scary. Since then, Hollywood's been really fascinated by vampires. There's over 170 versions of Bram Stoker's story alone, and who knows how many vampire movies have actually been made. One of the ones I'm really partial to is Underworld, starring Kate Beckinsale. The story is about a war between werewolves and vampires that's been raging for centuries and is about to come to a head. Beckinsale plays Celine, a vampire, member of a hit squad called the Death Dealers, whose sole purpose is to wipe out the werewolves. And in the movie, they're called Lycans. A little bit of trivia for you. Lycan is short for lycanthrope, which means someone who can change their shape or their skin. Now, I know Larry knows all the gun stuff, but I'm giving you the really important things, so you're welcome.
But that is the scene that you question, right?
Sí. Sí, correcto, mi vampirita. Which brings us to...
Count Terry's knucklehead science.
Very scary. Okay, so in the scene,
Kate's trapped at the end of a hallway by werewolves and she has no place to go, so she starts spinning in a circle, firing her weapons, and gets through the floor and is able to escape. So you can see here she's got 2 pistols that have been modified to fire in full automatic mode.
Can you do that?
Well, that's one of the questions we have about this film. So even if you can fire fully automatic in a circle, would it be enough to get through the floor? So
I guess it's time to go see Larry.
Hey, man, I'm supposed to say that.
Okay, go ahead, say it.
But that's okay. You know, you already did. So that's cool, man. He just kind of killed my exit.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Never in a million years. How bogus is that?
Can I get you anything else?
Just a little peace and quiet.
Come on, man. You and I know that's never gonna
Terry,
happen.
can't this wait?
I'll be quick. Underworld.
Yes, you can kill a vampire by stabbing it through the heart with a wooden stake. Can I eat my lunch now?
No to both questions. Shooting the floor in a circle, what do you think?
Well, first of all, in that movie, they were using full auto Berettas. That kind of weapon doesn't really exist, and even if it did, I don't think it would have the round capacity to actually get the job done.
Can we test it?
Okay, let me get this straight. You want me to set up a test where you have 2 full auto weapons shooting at your own feet, cutting a hole through the floor that's supporting you, so you can fall through the hole to the level below?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna say it like that, it does sound crazy.
Yeah,
but
it does, doesn't it?
Why come to you, man? Just do your voodoo. Send me a text when you're ready and we'll get it done.
Here's your order.
Extra pickles?
Just like you asked.
Perfect. Larry, those are good. You're the best.
He put his food on my tab, didn't he?
Yep.
Why do I bother asking anymore?
King me.
What?
King me.
Whatever. I dig vampire movies. From the cheesy to the really scary, I love them all. Take that. And Kate Beckinsale, she puts a whole new spin on it, literally.
Woohoo! King
Wait,
me
hey.
again.
You know, you're lucky that Larry just texted me because I was about to crush you.
Crush me? After beating you 9 times in a row, you're gonna crush me?
Well, you know, maybe if someone was a little more honest. You know, maybe if someone played a little more honest.
Down, boys. You were cheating, were you, darling?
He cheats. All right, I'm gonna go see Larry. Yeah, no, tomorrow's better. Good night, all.
Goodbye.
I just share a little.
Well, you've been a very naughty boy. I might have to punish you.
Hi, Larry.
Hey, Terry.
I got your message. Oh, boy. This looks really cool and kind of scary.
Yeah, it might scare you just a little bit. By the way, I hope you don't get motion sickness, because I am going to have you spinning like a top.
No, I'm good. Talk me through it, brother.
Okay, man, this is probably our most ambitious test to date.
Yeah.
We have a 12-foot floor. It's going to be 4 feet up off the ground, right? We're building a real floor. Floor joists, wood covering, ceramic tile, just like in the movie.
All right, well, that's cool because it's a legitimate floor, but I'm kind of having my doubts this is going to work. Something else critical. If this is supposed to be me, no. The shoulders, everything needs to be wider and bigger.
You know, it's just the right size, just like we measured it.
No, agree to disagree. Okay, what's this?
Okay, this is your own personal gun turret.
Yes.
Spinning bearings, the weapons are affixed to it. I'm going to have, of course, protective shielding all around your legs and feet to make sure that there's no fragments or ricochets that could come back at you.
Well, we already know that I am not cool with Rick O'Shea. So, all right, man, spin and shoot.
Pretty much spin and shoot. You know, I still have a few bugs I need to iron out, but that's the basic idea.
I was thinking, okay, let's just say we have a good day.
Yep.
Like we always do.
Always do.
And I'm able to cut through the floor. Am I falling through?
What part of I still have a few bugs to iron out did you not understand? Come on, man, have I ever left you hanging before?
You know, you're right. I'm sorry, man.
You should be.
I appreciate your can-do, positive attitude. So, range tomorrow?
Bright and early.
There you go. This is our biggest test to date, which is saying a lot. I'm going to be spinning, I'm going to be shooting, and I hope Larry's there to catch my fall. He'll probably be there. As the sun rises on test day, all the little vampires go to sleep. I need to hear some good, the bad, and the ugly music. Here come the hoodlums. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, Terry. How are you?
By the way, you weren't lying. That is quite the contraption.
It is
Andre,
indeed.
What have you done?
Terry, Larry, this is the Cage of Fury. Okay?
Of course.
We've gone through many different designs on this, and we've ended up with this, which is a very versatile speed rail contraption.
Cool.
Everything's adjustable. You're going to be in full control with the rotation of the unit, and the handling of the weapons will be locked off, which creates all the safeness we need. We have deflector fields and all that cool stuff. So we feel really good about this gag right here.
Killer, you mentioned weapons. Yeah. Weapon of choice on this one?
Weapon of choice is going to be 9mm Uzis. Good. Select fire weapon. I mean, we don't really have the weapon from the movie. It was kind of a science fiction invention, but this will give us something close to that kind of performance.
Well, right on. An Uzi is a legitimate automatic weapon.
Legitimate automatic weapon, for sure.
Awesome. Andre, I'm going to see you later today.
Well, Terry, today is your lucky day. I'm going to leave you in the hands of Tom and Mark.
Pros.
They are pros. I got to move on because I'm very busy.
He always says that to me. Have you noticed that?
Well, maybe he's trying to tell you something, Terry.
Yeah. All right, I'm excited. 2 questions. 1, how do you guys want me to get this thing spinning and maintain it? And B, have you actually thought about what's going to happen just if I fall through?
These are minor details, Terry, okay? Why don't you just go ahead and get ready and let me put the finishing touches on this?
Starting to worry me, Zanoff. I'm dressed in tight leather, and I'm gonna be spinning in a circle trying to shoot out the floor beneath me. Come on, this seemed like a good idea at the time.
You guys haven't done the lasers yet, have you? Yes, we have. Man, when I said go get ready, you really took it seriously, didn't you?
I have a really sexy outfit for you, too, if you want.
I'm sure you do, but I think I'm good.
Zanoff, you've been sketchy and you've been ducking me on a few questions. What is going on?
Okay, well, as far as the spinning goes, it's simplicity itself, right? You're holding on to the firearms. Firearms are attached to the turret. You spin, the whole turret spins with you on these casters that we've got here. Just like in the movie, all you got to do is spin, pull the triggers.
All right, excellent. So what about the whole falling through the floor bit?
Whole falling through the floor bit, all right? Welcome to Thunderdome. You're going to be wearing the safety harness. Of course, we're going to have a safety line on you going up to the skip loader. It's real simple.
Okay, I see. Floor falls.
Yep.
Cage falls.
Yep.
I hang.
Yep. And of course, we're going to have a safety line on the cage itself as well.
Congratulations, Larry. You have officially become a Bond villain. Let's go. Oh, man. All right.
See you on the other side, Terry.
Yeah, we will.
It's just another day on Hollywood Weapons as I try to shoot the floor out from under me, literally.
Okay.
Man. All right.
See you on the other side, Terry. How we doing?
I'm great.
Okay, just let me clear this weapon here. That guy's clear.
That
Chamber's clear.
Yep.
Okay.
Coming to
Let's
you.
bring you around here and let's look at the damage that we've got.
Well, listen, first of all, excellent job, and you guys nailed it with the with sighting this in, because that's a perfect circle.
Perfect circle, right? Damage to the tile, damage to the wood underneath. Some of them you can see the holes all the way through, but
I mean,
didn't really drop through it, right?
So the thing was, we knew that automatic 9mm pistols are not real, but even if they were, she'd have had a hard time. This isn't gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, we're breaking through the floor. I think it's just the volume of fire issue here is the issue.
So, what do you want to do?
Well, I happen to have more ammo here.
You always do.
So why don't we give it another shot?
Okay, cool.
And see how much more damage we're able to do.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Zanoff.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get back in position.
Okay. Help me, Larry.
Okay.
Help me.
That guy's clear.
Chamber's clear over here.
And that guy's clear.
Here I come.
Weapons are clear. Yeah, man. I mean, we're making holes, but we're still on the second floor. We haven't fallen through the lobby yet.
I mean, again, everything was locked in great. The system worked perfectly. It's 9mm. I mean, I think if
9mm.
The lesson here is, if whatever vampire you are, if you've got a 9mm weapon, even if it's a sci-fi pistol, or an Uzi, legitimate automatic one, you're not getting through the floor, and the werewolves are going to get you.
They're going to get you.
So Kate is?
She's liking food at this point.
I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that at all. What do we do?
Well, you know, I think our problem here is volume of fire.
Yeah.
Right? You can't load these up with enough rounds to actually punch through the floor. So why don't we get you out of there? I have an idea. Give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay. After several attempts with the 9mm, my BFF Larry is taking us to the next level. Okay, Larry, what do we have?
Hey, well, Terry, you know how you're always bugging me to go bigger? So I went bigger.
What have you done?
Well, we have an FN M240D model, 7.62 by 51 NATO belt-fed air-cooled machine gun. And it's, as you can see, compared to the Uzis, it's a little bigger.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Larry, on Hollywood Weapons, we go to 11.
We go to 11.
Very interesting details. I want to get in the cage.
Yeah, why don't you get in the cage?
Okay. Several reloads, this floor just isn't gonna give way.
Okay, let's get you turned around here. Good
and
college
bad.
try. Good and bad.
Good and bad because, good.
That was the most fun I've had in a long time.
Oh, good.
Thank you. Bad, escaping werewolves is hard work, and I wasn't able to do it today.
It takes a superhero, right?
Yeah,
and we're just mere mortals. And you can see, a floor, it's a strong thing. It holds up refrigerators and ovens and furniture and people. And I mean, we had the guns like Kate had, we had the boots like Kate had, the jacket too, but you didn't have the hair like Kate had.
Come on,
I think that might be that was the edge that she had over you.
That's mean, and but you're right. Listen, no one's Kate Beckinsale, but Kate Beckinsale. But maybe the apartment she was in was, termite ridden, so we'll give it to her.
That's very possible.
Can you help me out of my rig?
Yeah, let's get you out of here.
Well, as per your request, Underworld put to the test. So, what did we learn today? Well, Terry Schappert looks really good dressed like this, but it's probably not the best choice for this weather. That being said, if you're a vampire and you have a 9mm pistol or a 7.62 machine gun, you're gonna have a really hard time shooting through a floor to get away from werewolves. But I'm convinced that Kate Beckinsale would have got away with it. Big thank you to Larry and the team for making this fun and safe, and an even bigger thank you to my special effects gurus, Andre Ellingson, Tom Seymour, and Mark Stanton for making this probably the best project we've done. And the whole time I was there, I felt safe and I was having a blast. Oh yeah, special thank you to Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, for being a strict mom because I really needed it. So, if you're watching a TV show or movie and you think to yourself, can you really do that? Reach out to us at outdoorchannel.com/HollywoodWeapons. And maybe, you know the deal, we'll put it to the test.
Hey, you always stick me with the cleanup job, and honestly, I feel like you're sucking my blood dry. Not this time. Put your gloves on and give me a hand.
Larry, you know I always want to help you.